And we should be, yes, we should be officially live. Yes. Let's make sure. Yes. We are officially live for all of you watching today on a beautiful Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be a fun one. It is going to be an interesting one. And for some of you watching throughout the week, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you, each one of you that are always here on a daily basis. I'm gonna have to go into it. Look at what we have here. Yes. You're gonna see. But before you do see, ladies and gentlemen, shout outs to the first one in the chat room today, Ed Romeo. Edwin, good to see you, Edwin. I see you. UGP, and Bob Beach, member. For all of you that do not know, if you are a member, you'll get a little bit more, a little bit more attention on the chat room. The more I can look at the chat room, the more I will zoom in and tune in to your comments. For all of you watching, these streams are sponsored by you. You are the one that sends super chats, and at the end of the day, I give you a good show every single day, every single week. And today, I didn't want to bring you this, but you guys already know Penelope. This is going to be a brand new 2026. Well, let's talk about what we're going to do today, yeah? First off, today on this stream, yes. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the stream, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Well, number one, if you haven't hit that like button for the stream. Tap the screen a couple times or comment down below or hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't lose the channel. If you're new, and for some of you watching, this is what we're doing today on a Saturday. Today is June 6th, 2026. Woo-wee! Very special day, right? 662026. There's 3 6s on there and 2 2s and a 0. Maybe that's a lottery number. I don't know. But I do know that maybe I should play the Fantasy 4. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, today I will be doing, it's going to be a verdict. The verdict is in for this guy. You're going to see. You're going to see who the guy is. And also, which is better for the moment? Is it better? Penelope, 7-year barrel strength, brand new. Yes, brand new. 7-year Penelope, 7-year. Good to see Jonesy. Good to see Jonesy. Jesse Hernandez. Yes. Don't forget we have a poll in the chat room. The poll is, which do you enjoy more after dinner? And some of you probably already know the comments. Do you like beer after dinner? What do you like? And for all of you, April in the chat room. Okay, so for some of you, here it goes. What is it going to be? What is going to be the legit? Yes. What is going to be the best? By the way, we're going to show this on the stream. This is my favorite wine. It's the Napa Valley. A Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm going to say Palermo, yes. Also, the beer. The only time I'm going to take out the beer is if Who Dat shows up. Who Dat, if you don't know, she's a great supporter. And big prayers to George, her husband. But for some of you do not know, we have a huge community. Have a big channel. And for me, I could be huge, bigger, yes. We could be at 200,000 subscribers. We could be at 1 million subscribers. But then it takes away the fun in some of you to be here VIP. Understand, these are the moments that some of you don't understand. This is the community that I'm building. The bigger we are, the less it's hard for me to see the chat room. So if we do see Who Dat in the chat room, I have something special for her. She's been supporting a lot. Also, Edgar, this is for Edgar. He's been supporting. I didn't want to get this, but we did it. And for some of you, we have something here. Anyways, point of matter is the verdict is in for this guy. Maybe you're going to know who it is. Maybe. By the way, you guys like my bonsai? Don't forget to hit the like button. We need to hit those likes. Hit those like buttons. Yes. Hit those like buttons. And for some of you, let me look in the chat room. Oof! Look who it is. It is Who Dat. Now, for all of you, I'm going to do this for her. Here we go. Ah. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Something I was really honestly never going to do unless Who Dat was here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know already, boom, 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 boom. Who Dat in the chat room, $20 super champ. When I say something, I mean it. And for her, we did say in this chat room, in the title, which is better for the moment. Is it beer? Is it Coors Light beer? Is it a Coors Light beer? Is it a little bit of whiskey? Or is it over here? Thank you so much for the super chat. Or is it my favorite wine? You will see, you will see, you will see. For right now, I think we're gonna have to do this in honor of Who Dat. $20 super chat. She says, Who Dat's here? Who Dat's on? Who Dat's here, hon? Who Dat? Here we go, Who Dat. So for some of you, personally, I got the one that gets really cold. Coors Light. Coors. Get yourself a Coors Light. I got the one that gets really cold, and the colder ones are usually the ones that are, yes, the cans. The cans are the coldest. So we're going to pop this. I don't even know how to pop this open. You know, I haven't had this in over 10 years. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I haven't had this over 10 years. All right, Coors Light. Look at this. You guys see me drink the Banquet. Coors Light's released one that's called the Banquet. So for all of you, maybe I used the wrong glass. Maybe I did. We gonna see. Okay, for all of you, the sun's going down, which is really good. By the way, we're gonna be doing this stogie on the stream. Yes, we're gonna do this stogie on the stream. Don't you forget. We will be doing that stogie. So here we go. In honor of Who's That, Who Dat, Who Dat, Who Dat. Here we go for all of you. What's gonna be the best for this moment? Again, I told you guys, right? Okay, put it sideways. Oof. 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 Looks nice. Coors Light. Okay, so what's good for, by the way, I've never had this. It's been about 10 years. About 10 years, all right? About 10 years. I got this so cold. It is so cold. You can see the icy Rocky Mountains, yes. You can see the icy Rocky Mountains, yes. And by the way, this is a brand new whiskey. Look at this. Ching ching. Brand new whiskey. It just came out 2026 this year. So for all of you, it just pour right. Okay, so what's good? What's good? What's better? We're going to see. By the way, you like my bonsai? Shout out to Who Dat. And shout out to all of you that send super chats. Any of you that are members, don't forget you get one free message per month. Why do I smell like citrus? I think is it me? Ooh, I smell good. Dang. Here we go. Let's see how this is. For all of you, this is the first drink of the day, and I plan to drink a lot more. Yes. Here we go, baby. Cheers, all of you. Look at how colorful it is. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Do me a favor. It is Saturday. Hard to stream on Saturdays. We still do. Cheers, all of you. Let's pop this open. I think it's this. I think it's this what I'm smelling. This is good, Who Dat. This is good. This is what I'm smelling. This is what I'm smelling. It has like I never noticed that Coors Light has a very crisp, almost like there's like a kind of a citrus in here, isn't there? Yes, he is. Look at that Coors Light. So what's going to be better is today on the stream. You're going to see, by the way, the verdict is in for this guy. The verdict is in for this guy. You guys going to see soon? The verdict is in for this guy. Now, for some of you that do not know, who that had always asked, who is Sweet Milk? And there's other people out here that we spoke about recently. Who that knows that you see the number of moderators tend to lose it. By the way, it's not cold anymore. Look at the Rockies isn't cold anymore. Who that for all of you that buy Coors Light? Look, you see, no blue anymore. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. It's cool, man. I'm gonna drink this forever now. It gets blue when it's cold, and it gets gray when it's warm. Dang. If that's not science and great engineering, I honestly don't know what else is. It's really nice. So we're gonna put this over here. Is that Coors Light? Look at that Coors Light. Cheers, all of you. So who that? She had asked recently. Oh, by the way, we're gonna be doing this, yeah. We're gonna see what goes good with this. Let's pop it open. For some of you watching, this is what I'm doing right now. Yes, La Roma de Cuba, La Roma de Cuba. Mi amore Valentino. Yes, mi amore Valentino. Ladies and gentlemen, this Coors Light is that Rocky Mountain spring water. That's when it gets cold. I think that's cool. That's cool. That's cool there. Okay, for all of you, let's take us out. And the verdict is in, all right? The verdict is in. We're going to talk about it. Before we talk about it, for all of you watching, it is Saturday. So just understand, numbers should be a little bit low, but we're going to keep this strong. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, this is a brand new whiskey that came out of Penelope this year. Now, I've showed you recently, a while ago, I think it was last year, 2004, I remember when. This is the bottle, well, not this one officially, but there's one that has an orange bottom that made me never want to buy Penelope again. I paid about $80 or $90 at the time, and it was one of the old batches of these barrel strength Penelope. Now, if you do have it, understand I've always rated these horrible. I've rated these bad. The previous ones were 4 to 6 years, and I had rated them so bad that I told everybody that just that whiskey itself ruined the whole company. I said that, and I'll never deny it, because my bottle was so trash, I literally had to give it away. Point of matter is, we will be popping this open right now, and for all of you watching, yes, we're going to be doing this and pop this open over here on the top. And for some of you watching, let's put this out. We're going to open this up. So, again, 7 years. There's much of a difference, yes, much of a difference, big difference when it comes to this bottle compared to the previous ones, because now it's 7 years. They've never done that before on these barrel strengths. So let's see. The last one that was like this was a 4 grain. And the 4 grain that I drank and I had, honestly, it was so bad, it tasted vegetal. And I don't like my whiskeys that taste vegetal. It had a malt, super strong maltiness. Is this going to be the same thing? We're going to see. And for some of you watching, yes, he is. I'm going to pop this open right now. We're going to pop this open. This is going to be the first time I have this brand new release. And for some of you, I'm going to tell you if it's good, yes? Also, we got a verdict on our hands. We got a verdict on our hands. You're gonna see. Oh, that's a good pour. Here's a pour for some of you. And again, look at that beautiful color. There you go. There's the beautiful color of this whiskey. Look at that. Isn't it very just ambery? Yes, yes. Who that? I will explain to who that. I do know she loves to hear it. She loves to hear everything. And for some of you, I want to go straight into this. We will be popping open something if we get about how many more super chats? I think it's 4 more super chats. I'll be popping open a brand new vodka. But for the meantime, wow. This one is a little bit different than the one I had before. There's a citrus note on here. There's a zestiness. Cinnamon zesty. Ah, damn, it's so much cinnamon. You guys ever? Woo! What kind of vodka? Well, it's not 100% we're going to do it, but I've had this vodka for a good amount of time, and I've never opened it. This is the vodka that we will be doing if we get the amount of super chance. I've never really done this. So for some of you, you will see if I think it's good. It does say it got award winning, but again, sometimes you don't believe it. It says it got Platinum, Medal, and Innovation Award on the SIP Award, and also 95 points in the Double Gold Blue Lifestyle Seal of Approval. They use premium blue Weber agave and pristine water from Newfoundland, Canada. So it's a Canadian. I think this is a Canadian one. I don't know anything about this. This might be one of them. We will see. We won't see. We will see. Yes, yes. Are we live? Are we live? Oof. Dang. I don't know why I don't see comments. We live? I don't see comments. What the heck is going on? I don't see no comments. Okay. Well, do we have the comments rolling? Wait, give me a second. I don't see no comments. Holy Lord. Who the answer is? Thankfully, I have 2 different. Let me answer this real quick. I'm gonna answer it. Don't go anywhere. Let me answer this real quick. Over here, April says you can't use emojis from members only. I think there's an issue on YouTube. Big time issue on YouTube. Over here, pound the beer. Bailey, pound the beer. $2 super chat. Bailey, here we go. I don't think anybody can use emojis. There's a little bit of issues on YouTube. Remember, we stream every day. We stream every single day. So don't forget that. Matter of fact, I don't even know how many people watch it. I don't know. I just see what I can see here. April on the eye, I see you. Ooh, I'm going to say this. This is starting to get a little bit nasty. Ugh. It's starting to get a little bit nasty. There is that cinnamon, and now there's a leather. That leather over here, it just doesn't go very well. There's a leather note on here that I'm smelling. It doesn't go very well to me with that. There's almost a zestiness. Yes, Bailey, thank you so much for the super chat. Now, before we do anything, I'm going to keep this on the side right over here. Yes. So we're going to keep this over here. It's going to be the whiskey. And I'm going to pop open this. Cheers, all of you. Here we go. So, who that? If you want to know what happened last time on the stream, hit that cigar. Who that says? If you want to know what happened on the stream, she had asked, "Who is Sweet Milk?" We'll talk about it. Over here. Yes. Who that with a $20 super chat? She says in the chat room, she says, "You my sweet milk, hon. Low. She says. For some of you don't know what low is, laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Who that? Thank you so much, who that. By the way, I'm gonna say this. This does have a milkiness on here. I'm gonna say this before anything. Yes, there's a little milkiness on here. So we're gonna be doing this stogie. Mi amore. La Roma de Cuba. This is mi amore. And I'm going to tell you which is going to be better with this. But we have to also do this whiskey, which I was really honestly planning to say, who that, Shannon? Say, who that? I was really never planning to buy this ever. But we're doing it for our subscribers. We're doing it for the one and only, and for some of you. Here we go with April Mill. Thank you so much for being here. Toasty. Very toasty. So here we go. Let me try this out. This is going to be the first whiskey that I've had all day. I don't think I had whiskey even yesterday. So for some of you, aroma's good. It's nice. It is something different. But the one thing that I can say and note to you, there's a leather note that I don't like on here. I usually like leather notes. It makes it different, but it just doesn't go with what I'm smelling. I hope the taste is going to be so much different than I think the nose is. Man, a little bit funky. All right, for all of you, here's what we're going to do. One time, just in honor of all of you. We do have a little bit of bugs, I think, on YouTube. So here we go. Let's hit this up. Cheers, all of you. I'm going to go to the course lot. Cheers, all of you. This hasn't really. Give me a second. Did I just waste $80 on something that I knew that was maybe going to be bad? This was the whiskey that I knew a while ago ruined it for me when it comes to Penelope. But has it changed? Has it changed? Again, they added more years onto this. Has it changed? I'm going to see this. Maybe it has. But I have to say, the smell on this, how anybody can like the smell on this, I just don't usually say it. But the smell on this, it's just a little bit trash. I have to say, a little bit trash. A little bit straight dookie, all right? The nose on this, when I first smelled it, it was nice. as it started opening up, there was more of the leather note that starts hitting me. All right, more of the leather note starts hitting me. All of those notes that were, I was telling you, they were so good at the beginning. They were nice, but the leather note I think is messing this up, and I don't think the leather and the citrus really go too well together on this one. And tasting this, I'm going to taste it again because that's the first taste of whiskey I had in 24 hours. Tasting this kind of reminds me of my old bottle. Now, my old bottle, we're going to say this. Let's give a little bit of praise where praise is due, right? My old bottle was 4 to 6 years. So they blended whiskeys from 4 to 6 years. This one's strictly 7 years. It should be very different, right? Hit that like whatever you haven't. And also do not forget to subscribe if you haven't so far. On this stream, we're at $40. And the $40 goes a long way. Also, we should be 2 super chats in. 2 super chats in. Even the goal's not working. You saw that goal? I don't think the goal is working. I think there's a little bit of bugs on YouTube. We're going to try to keep it rolling. For all of you watching, here we go. It smells bad. It doesn't smell good at all. If anybody says that this thing smells good, I don't know what their mind's at. It also has there's a strong amount of, you can almost smell like it's almost malty. Here we go. Let's try this out again. This has to be a good verdict here, but there's a verdict for this guy. You're going to see what I'm about to talk about. And for who that, I want to tune her in. And for all of you, you're going to tune in big time. What can I say is wrong with this? This isn't perfect. It's whiskey. It's not perfect at all. Does it have the proofing? Has the proofing. For some of you who want to know the proofing, I'm going to show you the proofing real quick. This is 115.2 proof. This is a 2026 batch. If you want to know the batch number, it's 261901. This carries along a good amount of cinnamon. There's a good amount of cinnamon on here. There's almost like a, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. There's almost like a, there's still has almost like a vegetal taste to it. It's basically like a rye that went spoiled a little bit. But this one might be a little bit better than the older release. Older releases before this one were not 7 years. This one is 100% better for the reason that on this taste, you don't taste as much as that leather that I used to taste. Now, who there? Who there say in the chat room, Black Velvet is the one I love. Black Velvet. You know what? I have to confess something. I have a who there, and for all of you, I ate cheesecake this week. I got to confess something. I ate cheesecake this week, and I broke my diet, and I ate a donut. Yes, I ate one donut a couple of days ago. I spoke to George Zaharoff on the phone, and he had said, don't show me the donut. Don't eat the donut. And what I did with George, shout out to George Zaharoff, I went to eat the donut. I went to take a photo. I sent it to him, and huge appreciation to George for always listening to me, because it's very hard for anybody to understand what I go through. I'm a YouTuber that I don't have too many people to talk to about my issues. So for me to speak to him, it's a hell of a thing. For me to speak to some of my ranchers, all of you are amazing. Some of you are tuned in. There was a brand recently reached out to me. It was a brand of glasses. The brand that reached out to me on Instagram, they make certain glasses, and they wanted to send me some free ones to really put on the stream. But then I started looking, and I noticed that some of their glasses that are being made, it doesn't really say if it has any lead. So I didn't want to really say anything to the person, but I noticed that, and I didn't really want to take the chance to put something on the streams, on my channel, on our channel, they had lead, right? And the channel who they says, you can have a donut. You gotta live once. Yes. One donut. That's what I did. I bought a Boston cream from Dunkin' Donuts. I think it was, who was it? It was Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? What day is today? I think it was yesterday. My bad. It was yesterday. I'm lost in time. It was yesterday. Somebody says, who there? I'd say get one of a dozen. Get 1 dozen. Get 1 dozen. That's a lot. 1 dozen. Bavarian cream's amazing, but Boston cream is really fantastic. I don't tend to like chocolate a lot, but when I do like chocolate, it's a certain span, right? Now, we're going to talk about this stogie too. Don't you think I'm not? It's very sweet. If you like sweet stogies, that's one that goes really, really sweet. There's a chocolatey sweetness, almost like a milk chocolate, not sweet milk, but milky chocolate on this one. So I'm gonna give the floor to Huda. She's one of our great contributors. And I'm gonna ask her if she wants to know, or we don't even do it. If she wants to know where the verdict is with this guy. By the way, Mi Amore, it's one of the biggest ones. I would recommend for some of you, if you have a whiskey that's good, compares good, good with this, just go with it, right? I knew there was going to be good with this because I knew that this one, last time I remember having this had a strong cinnamon note. I don't remember last time I had this, which was not this one, which was the 4 to 6 year. I gave that one away, I tell you guys. The last time I remember, it didn't have a strong oak note. And I don't think a strong oak note would go good with something sweet like this. Tell us who that is. All right, I will. But let me have let me have in honor of her. We might do an opening of the vodka. I think we have 3 more super chats left on today. I think there's 20 minutes, I believe, left. Cheers, all of you. Drink us up. This month is Mental Health Month for the men. June is one of those months. And I really appreciate all of you to understand there's a lot of men out there that are having issues, either financial issues, problems with their wife, with their girlfriends. There's men out there that are having problems with their family. There's men out there that are just having issues in general. This is Mental Health Month, June. The most wildest people in the world are the people that you don't suspect. And for some of you, let's drink this up a little bit. Good to see RC. Who that? I want to say who that. If there was ever a time to give a membership, one of the members that is here, subscriber, his name is RC. He lives in an RC, and he has been watching us from the longest. He's a member that doesn't tend to have a lot of money. He likes to save his money as best as possible. He's not the richest guy, but he likes to watch, and he loves these streams. RC, I see you, RC. Shannon's RC, you see? That's a subscriber. He's crying in the chat room. If you want to see the chat room, open the chat room. You can see. I know my subscribers. I know my members. And I also know how each one of my ranches are. I do know that on YouTube, that is the thing. That's the thing. if you are not a live streamer, you're just making videos, so be it. There's some people that can't do live streams. There's some people that are just not charismatic. Some people that don't feel that they're attractive enough to be on a live stream. There's some people that just can't talk as good. And there's other people actually that tried live stream for the live and they'll never do it again. There's a lot of people that are quitters and they just quit YouTube in general, right? Over here, who they just gave out 5 memberships. One of the memberships was to James Cook, Monster, Ronnie, Kitsun, and also Denise. Or is that Dennis? Denise or Dennis? I cannot see from here. Or for all of you, don't forget to turn on your gift notification to be able to get a free membership. For all of you that are here, you got to thank Who Dat for that one. Members. Welcome to the membership club. Thank you so much. Over here, somebody's from Scotland. Good to see you, Scotland. And for some of you, Who Dat, thank you so much, Who Dat. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to drink this up because I'm only drinking this because of Who Dat. And I really like it. I like it a lot. The amount of crisp. Another 10 memberships were just given out. Alder, Boom, Moon, Tater, Mike, Monty, Rob, Cowgirl, and over here for Monk, Chris. Lord heavens, 15 memberships just got given out. Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. The leader of the stream right now is Who Dat, and she gets to pick whatever it is she wants to see on this stream. Currently, on this stream, you have to give it to Who Dat because she's officially on the track right now. And right now, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, now you know. We're at a total of, on this stream, currently, $135. $135. She gets to really reveal anything she wants. I will ask her if you want me to say whatever I need to say, because the verdict is in for this guy. And we're going to talk about it here. Maybe some of you learned a lesson or two if you're a YouTuber watching me. I do know there's a couple of YouTubers that do watch me. There's a big YouTuber that actually watches me. He likes to do that. What does he like to do? He likes to dip. I think it's called Izzy Drinks. Izzy Drinks. The thing is, a YouTuber likes to watch me. He's a younger cat. He's a younger cat that likes to mix drinks. And he has a big Instagram following. Yes, huge Instagram following. He has a huge channel. Beard Viking also. He's another one that also follows us. He's another YouTuber. We have a couple other YouTubers like Yolanda. Yolanda officially, she got 1,000 subscribers. Adventures is another one. Yes, a YouTuber that is part of our community. And Who Dat over here, she says, everyone, if you don't already, here she is, tap the screen a couple times, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the like button. You take control of your channel. I love your content and banter. If you don't know what banter is for any of you, it's really putting work of what it is to be a leader and to put some bad people on the spotlight. And you're probably wondering, there's a very much of a shadow on that thumbnail. Yes, the shadow on the thumbnail. It is somebody. Now, recap. You want the recap from last time, Who Dat? And for all of you, do you want the recap? Should we give the recap, Who Dat? On the controversial last stream that we had. You tell me if you want me to do it, yes? And by the way, I'm going to be doing this. Cheers, all of you. Yes, she says. So Who Dat came in late on one of the controversial last streams, and I like to put the foot down where it needs to. She had asked, "Who is Sweet Milk? Who's Sweet Milk?" Well, Sweet Milk is honestly a user name in Reddit. Reddit is a huge, huge website online that you can connect with other people, and there's different forums on Reddit. In the fragrance community, as y'all know, in the cigar community, in the watch community, in the whiskey community, there's a lot of different people on there, and nobody knows who is who on there. There's a lot of people that like to type and do videos. Nobody knows who is who. I do not have a Reddit, and I don't ever want to get one, but I do know that Reddit existed because when I was in the fragrance community a while ago, you guys all know I could have a fragrance channel. I have about 300 and something fragrances, close to 400 fragrances. I could be reviewing a lot of fragrances, but I like to show only the ones I wear and only the ones that I want to show you guys on these whiskey streams. So who that asked last stream, who's Sweet Milk? Well, Sweet Milk was our former ranch, and our former ranch, he officially was a guy on Reddit who was posting negative comments and negative videos, mainly negative videos. Were getting 20,000 views, 18,000 views, 16,000 views. All these videos were posted up in a span of about 2 years to a year. Nobody knew who it was, and I knew who it was. I knew who it was. Who that? So there you go, who that? I knew who it was, who that? There has been a displacement in our ranches in the past year. And for some of you that do not know, there could be a shadow man next to you. You never know. There could be a shadow man next to you. The point of the matter is, when it comes to getting rid of some ranches, sometimes you have to do it. If they learn the lesson, it's good that they learn the lesson. We're all adults here, and I expect a lot of adults to understand that. I understand you adults, some of you still have that childlike mentality sometimes, and it's okay. I believe most of you should have that comfortable feeling some way in your life to be a little bit childish sometimes. And we can all say it's okay. You could joke around and everything. But to go for one of the brands, one of the owners that was on my channel, which was George Zaharoff, I didn't like that for no bit. You're probably wondering who that. Do you want to know how I found out? Do you want to know how I found out who that? Cheers to all of you. Drink us up. So, is this a good mix with this stogie? Currently, I'm going to say the mix right now is not too swell. It is not too swell, baby. I'm going to say this. Not too much of a doozy. It ain't a doozy right now. I'm actually preferring the Coors Light over the whiskey. Now, it doesn't mean that every whiskey is bad. We have a couple of whiskeys out here. This would be a good mix with this stogie. Even Buffalo Trace would be a good mix. Maker's Mark 46 French Oak would be a good mix. And over here, who that says, I don't go behind people's backs. I see it to the faces. And I think that's correct. I think a lot of people should do that. But there's a lot of people that aren't the same. I'm one of the people who like to be in your face and tell you you're wrong. I just don't wait. I just don't wait, right? I say it in your face. But we have lost a lot of ranches in the span of about a year. I've had to rotate my ranches because it's just what it is. You're a YouTuber. You have to learn how your ranches are acting. You have to learn that they represent your channel. And you have to learn that way. If they're doing something that they're not supposed to, maybe it's something you should know. And who that asked, how did I find out? Well, I found out because he told me. And what I did was, here's a cool thing I did. Who that? Here's a cool thing I did. I took the blame for somebody, one of my ranches, for him to actually not feel the pressure at all, not feel the pressure at all. I took the blame and I tried to ease it off so that he knows that maybe he doesn't have to worry about one of our uh, one of our guys here. But I just didn't feel that was right. I did not feel that was right. I did not feel that was right. During the time, I deranched one of my wrenches, and ever since, I think he understood that maybe something was going south. And the verdict is in for this guy because now everybody really knows in the Reddit forum. Now, I don't recommend any of you to get Reddit. It don't matter if you're in the whiskey community, Pokemon community, Stogie community. I just don't recommend any of you to really get a username on any of those forums. You'll learn that forums are not a good place for any of you. Reason why is because there's going to people that think that they know everything. When if you really need to learn something, you could learn by yourself. You don't have to be asking on a forum. But forums do actually help out on the way, right? Just a little bit. Do it yourselves, which you can actually go to YouTube to do the do it yourselves. You don't have to go to a Reddit forum. So who that? When I did the last stream, I had told everybody who that person was. One of our ranches over here, his name of a ranch, some of you already know who he is. He doesn't have a ranch anymore. But he got really, really mad. And if you don't know how mad he got, maybe I should show the message he sent me. Cheers, all of you. Do you guys want to see the message? Anyways, before I even say any of that, we're going to put the light on. We need to put a light on out here. And today is Saturday, so I really appreciate all of you. I hope some of you can understand this can happen to you if you start YouTube. Sometimes it's good not to start YouTube. They say the bigger you are, the more money you make, the more problems. Right? They say more problems, right? I kind of want to play some music. This might be a good time to play some music to ease off. For some of you watching, what is the best with a stogie? Now, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Huh? More money, more problems. This is my favorite. This is my favorite wine. I've showed some of you this wine. Palermo. This is from Napa Valley. I really like it a lot. I love it. It's just so rich. It's rich and strong, and I love it. If I can say if this one's better than the Penelope, this one is better than the Penelope. There's no denying that. Really good. But we have to give a little bit of we gotta give a little bit of praise to the Penelope. They actually stepped up their game a little bit. A little bit they stepped up the game. They put it to 7 years instead, right? Which I think is very, very nice. 7 years is very nice. Edgar Romeo was here earlier. Maybe he's watching. I do know that I told most of my ranches why people get deranched. Some of them know, some of them don't know. I just want to say, I don't know what it is with people sometimes, right? I don't know what it is with people sometimes. Why is it that people, certain people, not everybody, but there's certain people, why is it that certain people just don't take the straight route? Why don't people take the straight route? Why do they have to go all around? Why do they do the things that they do? Sometimes I can never understand it and I can never know. Now, Now that I said that, I took that out of my chest. Yoshi in the chat room. I see you, Yoshi. Also, I like cars. I see you. I like cars. Mitch, I see you, Mitch. I don't even know if it's about crooked, who that says, because they crooked. I don't know if it's officially that. It could be. It could be. It could be this. It could be this. It could be that they're just bored, right? It could be that they're just bored and they got to figure out doing something. And what's the best thing to do? Best thing to do is to maximize your trolling, right? Maximizing your trolling is like to extending it and doing just more than a regular troll does. I don't know if that's really good. By the way, I just want to say this. I want to say that who there should know this. I'm not much of a fan of TLTG. He is a YouTuber. He does watch me. He likes to watch him because, well, he likes to hear about sometimes the drama. He likes to hear about the content that I'm talking about. And he likes to just watch because, well, I'm very much connected to you know who. And another thing that I'm going to say, just because I do not like TLTG, which is a YouTuber, I will not say that I don't respect some of the reviews that he has done in his own fragrances that he has put out for George Zaharoff. I will say if those fragrances were dookie, if they were straight dookie, I would officially say that they were bad. I wouldn't even mention him at all. But his fragrances are actually one of the best in the line. And I can't even say anything negative about that. I do want to rip the guy because the guy is too much of a a-hole to his subscribers. But that's not my issue. That's not my channel. And that's not any of my issue, right? And he does live in Florida, just like me. Only problem is in Florida, South Florida don't act the same as the North Florida. If you're anywhere close to Tallahassee, you ain't the same, young buck. You ain't the same. You just ain't the same. All right? Cheers, all of you. Drinkers Hemp. In the chat room, paying, Omaha. Paying, thank you so much. Member, paying. We do keep it real, who that? We do keep it real, who that? Here we go. Let's drink us up. Cheers. So let's finish this up, and let me tell you the final review of this. We're going to hit another whiskey. I do want to tell you, I haven't been, just because some of you say, I've never been drinking this. I haven't drank this in 10 years. So who that? I have to thank you so much for giving me the idea. She said on the last stream, which you sent a huge amount of super chats, and I did buy this, and I just like the fact that it could get really cold. But do I like it more than the Mexican beer? Who that? I don't think let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see. Do I like it more? We're going to drop a little bit of a verdict on a guy. We're going to drop a little verdict on the guy. Cheers, all of you drinkers up. Oof. I like Mexican beer better. I'm not even Mexican. I'm all American. I could have gone to the Olympics to play for Team USA. I could have been in the Miami Marlins. Maybe I could have been one of the greatest quarterbacks. My family never wanted me to be a quarterback because they say that quarterbacks get concussions. And I was already to the point that as an athlete, I was really honestly just in baseball. Man, 80 mile per hour or 90 mile per hour, you know what it is to your body? It hurts. It hurts. It stings. Cheers, all of you. So far, the verdict on this, it's very good. I don't recommend all of you to get into this. If you don't, this is a hobby. This is a hobby just like you have fragrances. It's a hobby just like you buy shoes. It's a hobby just like you drink whiskey. There's a hobby just like you buy wine. Any of you that want to get that real content, tap the screen a couple of times. We need 10 more likes. 10 more likes, and I will reveal I will reveal something. Currently on the stream, we're at $140 on this stream. $140 on this stream. I haven't been sleeping good, by the way. I want to throw that out. I haven't been sleeping good. I have other things that I have to worry about that isn't YouTube. Mental Health Month, June. I have a lot of other things I have to think about that isn't just YouTube. YouTube is a part of my life every day because of you guys, but understand that there's a lot of other things that I have to deal with, and not everything revolves about YouTube, but I try my best to give you the best content, right? By the way, DDLD, let me just do this in honor. By the way, I'm going to say that the verdict on. Here you go. DDLD, you deserve it. There you go. DDLD, you deserve it. Now I can see that it's him. DDLD, you deserve it. Big time. Members. Wrenches. Please welcome, if you could do me a favor and welcome DDLD. He has rose up from the grave. Yes, he is. He's one of the buddies that I did a stream about. The reason why he left is because there's too much negative people in the circle that he was in the fragrance community, and he didn't appreciate it. Now, as you all know, I have been telling a lot of these people that he knows. Now, for some of you guys are like, who's it? Who that? Who's this? Who this? I'll tell you. I'll just tell you the main people. And one of them was a Wrench previously. DDLD, I'm going to say this, DDLD. If you could do me a favor and comment one more time, DDLD, when I see you, I'll see you. But DDLD in the chat room, I'm going to do this, DDLD. If you comment, I welcome you too. Yes. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. Comment one time, and I'll welcome you too. Yes. There we go. One time. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, DDLD. This is Joe, DDLD. I'm going to say this right now. DDLD, welcome to the Wrench Club. And for DDLD, I don't know if you know, but he is the lover of Allison, which Allison is a wrench of ours. She's the biggest super chat on this channel on one super chat. She sent $400 on one super chat. She's an OG, and he is also an OG. He learned a little lesson himself, too. He learned there's just people that do content. I don't know why. They go overboard. Trolling, maxing, trolling. It's just too much. So for some of you, I'm going to reveal something. And for who that she wants me to reveal it. For yesterday, Llama. I see you today, Llama. Axel, good to see you, Axel. A $400 super chat. Yes. It was $399.99. $399.99. He'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. We'll never forget it. It was a crazy night. Cheers, all of you. Let's see how this is. Over here. Omar. Omar, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. By the way, if you guys are here, please hit your gift notification so that you can get a free membership when the memberships drop. Hopefully one of these days, RC in the chat room can get that membership. I know he watches every stream. He loves his stream. Hopefully he can get it one day. By the way, for some of you, Omar, I'm going to say this. I got that. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the Glide community in the house. Over here, Yoshi got a membership. 5 memberships from Adele Lama. Yoshi got a membership. Adano Pickle. XB got a membership. James got a membership. PP got a membership. That's a double PP. I should put another P to make that double PP. 5 memberships a daily Llama. Thank you so much. Huge appreciation on the stream so far. I got to calculate. We're at 100 what is it, 170, $172, $172 on this stream itself. We're almost at $1,000 on this first 6 days. In the for some of you, in the first 6 days, we just expanded. You don't understand on the super chats that have been. You guys have been fabulous on the super chats. It's been insane. $172 on the stream. I'm going to read UGP. Who do you love? Adele Lama says. Who do you love? Come on. Who do you love? Las Vegas Knights. Over here at UGP says, Ripper Crew just made it back from Tennessee Whiskey Trail. The Smoky Mountain Whiskey all week. By the way, I don't know if you know, but there's moonshine. There's moonshine. I think there's 2 moonshine places that I would recommend some of you. Look, I could be completely wrong. There's 2 moonshine places over there. I could be wrong completely. The last time I had moonshine, I was making. This was before YouTube. I was making martinis with moonshine. It's called Moontini. Moontini. One of the best. I do recommend all of you to do a Moontini. Oh, man, it's good. But you have to pick the right moonshine company. There's about 4 or 5 different moonshine companies. Each one of their moonshine tastes different. Try them all out if you want to. There's one company, I believe it was Firefly or Starfly, something like that. It was one of the best. So what is a Moontini? It's basically a martini, but instead of using vodka, you use moonshine. And it just makes your drink so much better. It gives us some grit. It gives us some passion. It gives them some just manliness. I know 007, James Bond, his drink is martinis. But we're just going to have to say this. We have to say the verdict is in for a guy. This guy. There's a verdict in for this guy. DDLD, I think, wants to see it. Who That wants to see it. April Nia wants to see it. Adela Lama wants to see it. A lot of you want to see it. And I just want to make sure that I want to be transparent and make sure you guys understand what I have to deal with. Some of you don't know what I have to deal with sometimes. There's a lot of things to deal with. Members, a lot of you members reach out to me. I appreciate it. Last member that told me, recently, what was it? I think it was last month. Last member reached out to me and said, hey, I don't know who gave him that membership. He messaged me. Thank you so much. I love your content. I watch your content every single day. And probably he watches it at work. He didn't mention that. But one of our members messaged me on Instagram and says, keep it rolling because I like to watch your live streams, but I'm not in the comments. And, you know, one of those messages was just amazing. I told you guys about a year ago, there was somebody messaging me about every single day. There's sometimes when you can notice that YouTubers having a bad day. About a year ago, I had Bob Loves Whiskey. You guys know who he is, Bob Loves Whiskey. He was a wrench. He understands what it is to be a leader because he's one of the bosses at work. He's the main boss at work. He knows what it is to be a leader, and sometimes it's hard, right? It's hard. You got to keep your face up. You got to keep the leadership up. And a year ago, he reached out to me about almost every week. And one day I finally responded. I responded so positively because he responded to me and he said, one of the messages he had said was, your content is the best. You are number one. You say that you're number one, but you are number one. I just want to tell you, and I want to just reach out to you. And he's a church guy. Mind you, I'm not much of a church guy. I do believe in religion, and I do believe that some of you should believe in that. But he did reach out to me about a year ago, and wasn't Mental Health Month, June. This was just a random month. He had sent me the flag of the Florida Panthers. You've seen it. You've seen it on the street before. He's the one that sent it. He's one of our wrenches. He has 2 kids. He has a great family. He does watch whenever he can at work late night shifts. When you see him, sometimes you see him late. But Bob Loves Whiskey is another guy that has reached out to me in the span of their beginning time that he kind of noticed I wasn't having such a good day, right? Shout out to this bonsai tree. So we're Daily Llama. Thank you so much for giving out 5 memberships. And for some of you watching, Huda has been great on the stream. You guys have sent super chats so much. I really appreciate it. But we have to address the elephant in the room. Some of the other ranches, they had issues with April O'Neil. I did not address. Some of the other ranchers, they had issues with some of my other ranchers. I did not address. It's too much to address, and I didn't have to address it, and I didn't show it. April O'Neil, you guys already know what I'm about to show. For some of you watching, this is what you have to deal with as a YouTube creator. So Huda, you get the green light whenever you want. I will show it. It's very simple, but I want all of you to understand this is what it is to be a YouTuber. Now, just because you're about to see this, what you're about to see, just because you see this doesn't mean that they will not apologize. It doesn't mean that they won't change their note. It doesn't mean that they're not going to take their words back. Sometimes real men tend to take their words back. Sometimes men realize that sometimes, maybe, yes, maybe you're wrong. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you realize that when you look in the mirror in the morning, when you brush your teeth, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't be trolling, max trolling. You just shouldn't do that. Especially if you're doing it to a king, especially if you're doing it to a leader, especially if you're doing it to somebody out here that really has everything in order. It does take a long time to be good to make a good channel. And for some of you watching, I could be using the other mic if I want to, but I'm using this one. Now, why am I using this mic? Is because it's easier for me. Over here, Huda says, show it. We are going to show it. But do me a favor. We got to hit the like one more time. One more like is all it takes. One more like. Tap the screen. There we go. Somebody just hit it. Somebody just hit it. In the span of the time that I did the last live stream, which last live stream I cooked, but the one before that one was controversial. I basically told everybody that there was a guy in the bush. And the guy in the bush was one of our ranches. Why did I say it? I said it because it was only time for somebody to say something. I'm the only one that knew it. Why would I know it? Because the king usually has to know. The king usually has to know about his ranches. And I have to know sometimes, and you guys tell me, and I appreciate it. I am the control here, and I control most of you the best way I can, and I try to help you out the best way possible. I'm here to help, and for some of you, not only am I here to help, I'm here to support your channels if you have a good channel. But I will not support anybody out here that's going to be bashing somebody that also has a ranch. Sweet Milk didn't know. Yes, AM didn't know. He was one of our ranches. He didn't know that George Zaharoff had a ranch here, did he? He should have figured that one out. Over here, Scratch says, that mic is amazing. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is? Well, number one, I actually like the other mic better. I feel like this mic, April O'Neil said that it's not as loud as the other mic, which I feel that the other mic was better. I also have a different mic, which is a studio mic, but that one's going to be a little bit more rough, right? This one is more like what you're going to hear strongly if you're with me on the phone. So Huda, she wants to know, by the way, $10 super chat. We're almost at $200. We're at $182 on here. So here we go. Let me show you exactly the debris that I had to see when I ended that stream. And I told everybody in the community, not this community, but everybody in this community found out. The fragrance community, all the other fragrance YouTubers officially now know. And for some of you, there we go. 5-month membership, Scratch. That mic is trash, Reaper Crew. Oh, is that what he said? Is that what he said? This mic is trash. That mic is trash, Reaper Crew. Is that what he said? It's a funny one. You got me, Scratch. I need the lottery numbers, Scratch. Let me know. Let me know, Scratch. I need the lottery numbers. Thank you so much. He said that mic is. He said it was amazing just now. What's going on? Oh, here. Thank you so much for being a member, Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? When to move on. Okay, for some of you here, this is what I have to deal with. Okay, UGP. Thank you so much for the super chat. Huge appreciation. I want to make sure all my ranchers know I don't like to talk in back of anybody. I'm going to tell everybody here in front of her. Ladies and gentlemen, let me reveal something. Are you ready? Who that? Scratch, are you ready? UGP, my ranchers. April Neal, you ready? So ever since I revealed who he was on the Reddit, which was a horrible account to have. That account was trolling all of the YouTubers that do content, was trolling one of the main guys out here that has a ranch. I don't know what he said on that stream in the chat room, but I'll tell you and I'll show you exactly here. And by the way, I just want to give a little information before we do anything here. Little information. Just a little information, okay? All right? You a paper chaser. Just one little information before we do this. You a paper chaser. You got your block on fire. All right? You hear this? Okay, I just want to do a little information before I do this. All right, there we go. You got your block on fire. All right? You remain a G until your time expires. You know what it is? You know what it is? You make nothing out of something. And you handle your biz, and then you don't cry if you suffering. All right? That's a good one, right? Affirmation. Ade Lama in the chat room, he says, reap all those Penelopes, but no love for the Penelope 10-year private select? Hell no. Hell no. Ade Lama, here we go, Ade Lama. For the people that want to know, here we go. By the way, what is it? This is the best song in history. These are daily affirmations. Juvenile, back that ass up. I'm just joking. That's not Juvenile, back that ass up. It's called, the song is called Juvenile. It's from Juvenile. This is Juvenile. It's called Ha. It's called Ha. I can't play on the stream. But it's called Ha. She says, what's that picture? Wait a minute. It has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. It has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. I did say it was great. I did say it was great. Okay, here we go. Who that? Let me show you what some of you want to see. I just want to give a little information. A little information, all right? Okay, let me show it now, who that? What a teaser. What a teaser. Let me show it now. This is the message. This is the message, the horrible message that I got from the person after I actually put him out there. So here we go. Here's the message that I had got. He says over here in a message, you piece of shit, bro. Have fun in life. That's what one of my guys. This is what it is. I just want to make sure you understand. This is what it is. I have to deal with this, right? Did I respond? Of course I don't respond. He says over here, bro, I haven't done anything to you. I've only given you and been there when other people have abandoned you. Nobody has abandoned me, okay? The people that are here, they're all here. They're beautiful, amazing people. Nobody has abandoned me. The people that want to start trolling, guess what I do? I get them out of my circle. I get them out of the community. Okay? Nobody has abandoned me. And again, here we go. Another one. Here we go. Says, yes, you're your own worst enemy. Stop drinking so much. Stop drinking so much. And the other part, which I cannot see, I'm gonna say, this is something else. But for all of you, this is the kind of stuff that I have to deal with somebody that's angry, and it's just honestly, can somebody not understand? Like, when you tell somebody, can they not understand? Some people are hard-headed and stubborn, but these are the things that I have to deal with. And some of you don't know this, and I want to make sure that a lot of you see what I have to deal with. I want to be transparent as can be, and I want to make control out here in the community I'm building. I want to make sure that all of you understand. Look, it doesn't matter what anybody says. The point of the matter is the internet's the internet, right? The internet is the internet. This is what it is. A $50 super chat. What the freak is he talking about? He's talking about how I exposed him to be the maximum troll in the Framers community, and you've seen him here in the chat room. Sometimes I just have to say it, and if I say it and other people hear it and they believe me, that's what it is. Why should you believe me? Because why would I even lie about it? The point of the matter is, I met him. He was a good guy to me. I'm not going to say he wasn't a good guy, but the problem is, just because you're a good guy to me and you're doing bad stuff to other people, you got to understand, if you don't listen to me, I will have to take away some of your control out here, because you make me look bad. You make my community look bad. You make my ranchers look bad. You make my chat room look bad. It just looks bad in general. And when I have a guy that's basically the owner of a company that has a ranch in my channel, how in the hell do you think I am not going to say something to the people so that you can figure out that, you know what? Maybe the gig is up, right? And I did that. Who that? He didn't like it, and that's the message that I got. That's the message that I got. You piece of shit. Am I really the one? I do know that I saw the reason why I have the title on here, Verdict is in, because Michael Jackson, I saw a Michael Jackson Netflix documentary that might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I think it's horrible what I saw. I can't believe what I saw. But that has nothing to do with this, right? But I just wanted to say that because I had the idea of using the verdict is in for this guy and the photo with on the thumbnail because of that Michael Jackson series. But it was actually for one of our former ranches. But that's crazy, isn't it? I call a spade of a spade. Yeah, I call a spade a spade. Look, I don't just play. I played chess all my life, right? I know how it is. Who that? $50 super chat. By the way, $50 super chat. Huge appreciation to Who Dat. And for you, Who Dat, I really appreciate it. But I do know for some of you, RC says, we can send him a bottle of one of your year-old milk. Old milk. A 1-year-old milk. We don't have to send nobody nothing. The internet is made to use your words. And I just want to say, there's YouTubers that don't believe it. There's YouTubers like, and Chanel said, who there? Adventures. She's a great YouTuber. I know she's going through a lot of it right now because she's officially, she's working hard and she's a ranch here. And I helped her as much as possible. I showed her the ins and outs. She's doing amazing. One of the best channels that comes with cruising that we have at the ranches. And I told her at the beginning, I'm just like everybody else. I told everybody at the beginning, look, there's some people you cannot be with these people. She learned it. You can't be with these people. She learned it. One time she hopped on a stream in the fragrance community, or maybe it was a different community. She hopped on and she noticed that it wasn't her vibe. It wasn't something that she wanted in her channel. And that's how it should be. Some of you should understand. Yes, I am one of the biggest influencers when it comes to learning how to really cause drama, do drama. Right? I've done some good drama streams. You've seen the streams. One of the biggest drama streams that we had it was a good amount of time ago, and I really know how to do drama. I really know how to put a little bit of people together on a panel. I know how to have them talk. I know how to host the. I know how to host the show. I know how to host in general. But when it comes to this, like now, I try to stay away from certain people, and we're getting close to 20,000 subscribers, and it's crazy. It still happens. Just because you get bigger and bigger, it doesn't mean that that power isn't stronger for some people. I know some of you don't understand that, but it's crazy. I've told you guys about a lot of things on this channel. I've told you about women, right? I told you about women stalking me. I've told you about everything. April Neal knows some of the things. Axel's seen some of the things in the chat room. Edgar Romeo's seen some of the things, right? This whole time, George Zaharoff, look at this. This whole time, there we go. There's George Zaharoff. Who that? You can say hi. You can say hi to George Zaharoff in the chat room. There you go. You can see him. You can see in the chat room. George Zaharoff. There is the man himself. Yes. George Zaharoff. He is the owner of Zaharoff.com. He is watching. There you go. George Zaharoff. He's the owner of Zaharoff.com. This whole time, all of you out there didn't know that I was talking to George Zaharoff from day one. Everything that I had said and everything that I had talked about of George Zaharoff is exactly what it is. Huge shout outs to George Zaharoff with the 50. On the stream, we might be at $300 and something at this point. I lost track. Okay, I lost track. $300 and something at this point. Now, George Zaharoff knows the things that I've had to deal with. I honestly I can't speak to another YouTuber about certain things. I spoke to a YouTuber one time. I will not tell you who it is, but I told him, hey, look, be careful with certain people that are coming to your channel now, because I had deranged a couple of people, and I don't know if he took the advice. I can only do so much out here as a YouTuber to help some people out. But one thing I did do is George Zaharoff, he's always wanted to know who Sweet Milk is. So George Zaharoff, I want to just show you one more time for some of you. Again, this is what I have to deal with. This is a message. There's a message. This is something that I have to deal with. Is this something that I have to take as a heckling? I have to take this as heckling. Okay? I have to take this as heckling. And to me, does it make me feel bad? If I was a woman, I would feel bad. If I was a woman, I would feel bad. But again, you piece of shit, have fun in your life. I just don't know how much to tell you. And for some of you watching, that is what it is to be a YouTuber. A lot of YouTubers will not talk about this ever. There's YouTubers that are big. Manny Fragrance, you don't know who he is, but some of you do. Manny Fragrance is a fragrance influencer that has, I believe, 50,000 subscribers. He's told me so many times. He said he's had always issues. He had to part with a couple people that had messages him, hateful comments to him on his messages. He always told me that, yeah, some of these people are just bad. But those are the Spanish. There's a Spanish group I am talking about, a different group in the community that's actually not in the whiskey community, that I had to deal with that in the whiskey. I think every community has that. But George, he says, Ironic, he says in the chat room. George says, ironic because I haven't done anything to this person either. I don't even know him. And this is the thing, George. If you don't mind, I'm just going to pour something real quick. I do want to pour this wine, but I want to pour this wine maybe tomorrow. This is my favorite wine, by the way, George. I know he doesn't drink. He enjoys the content. One thing I'm going to say, I have a feeling the hate comes from, this is my theory. The hate comes from not getting the attention that certain people want. I don't know how it is with some men. Some men act like women, and we can't say that every man acts like a 100% man. There's a lot of men that act like women, and they need attention. And thinking about it, maybe just like some women, oof, you know how many times I've been screamed at? I've been screamed at in my face from a Colombian woman, an Italian woman, a Cuban woman, just because I don't give attention. These are women that, man, long time ago, I'm gonna say this, a long time ago, that's just what it is. You learn, right? But I think there's some men that like that, especially on YouTube. And I think it starts with one of the things that I realized a while ago, George Zaharoff, I realized a while ago that one of my ranchers didn't like TLTG reviews. He's a YouTuber. Mind you, I don't like him either, but it doesn't, just because I don't like him doesn't mean that I'm going to make memes, videos, post it on Reddit, put it on Reddit forums, start doing better reviews on Fragrantica or something like that. Was it Fragrantica? Because George Zaharoff connected to the guy. No, I don't have that time. And I will never be that guy, right? I'll never be that guy. But I think there's certain men out here, it's mental health month. It's mental health month June. Okay, let's understand this. It's mental health month June. All right? Every man is different. And I want to make sure of that. If you're in a squad, one of my friends, he's in a law enforcement. There's a lot of them that I know. And in their group, right? In their PD, in their station, there's certain guys that some of my friends just don't like. Certain friends of mine, they treat them like coworkers, but how could you treat your fellow cop next to you like just a coworker? He should be your closest companion. They're there to help you when you're calling them. But this is a friend of mine. I've had a couple friends tell me, hey, man, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that guy. And they are literally working they're working probably one of the worst one of the worst careers right now, that they're in front of gunfire, right? So if some of my friends that are around other guys that are supposed to get their back, you don't think that happens on YouTube? You don't think that happens in, maybe somebody's working at a General Dollar, Home Depot, a Wall Street in New York, a hedge fund? Maybe there's a hedge fund, and there's maybe like Morgan Stanley, right? Morgan Stanley, you heard about Morgan Stanley. There was an issue in Morgan Stanley, right? There was a woman. They had her. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. But you understand what I'm talking about, right? Over here, who Dan says, because you gave the sausage and then held it. So I'm not going to read that, who Dan. You sent us a who Dan with a $50 super jam. And George Zaharoff, members. Many of you don't understand. YouTube is not easy. It ain't easy. By the way, DDLD, I always thought DDLD was part of a group. Come to find out, he's far away from it. There's so many YouTubers out here that some of you don't ever hear about, and I'll never speak about them. There's YouTubers out here that I'll never speak about, but to have a ranch out here do that, that's just crazy. Crazy stuff. Now, some of you are probably wondering why I even said it. George Horloff is releasing a lot of fragrances, and his fragrances are good. I like them. Why did I have to do it? You have to do the right thing sometimes. Sometimes you have to do the right thing. And the right thing is to create a balance. And you can't allow negativity take over. This is why when you go to certain places, the managers or the head managers are big a-holes. Why do they hire big a-holes usually at these places? Is because most of the time, a-holes, they're not a-holes all the time. Managers, district managers, owners of companies, CEOs, they're not a-holes all the time. But they portray sometimes to be the biggest a-hole possible. And it's not because they are one. It's because maybe you're doing the wrong job. Maybe you're doing something wrong. And they want to put you in line. You've all seen that, right? It goes in real estate. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You name it, right? I'm just going to say this. I really hope George Zaharoff gets a little bit relieved out here. Gets a little bit relieved out here. Big time relieved. And for any of you watching, understand if you ever want to start a YouTube channel, just maybe you should think about before you start a YouTube channel, do you really want to have some of this YouTube in your life? Because this is real life. This is real life. This is real life, right? Shout out to George Zaharoff. Shout out to who that? A Daily Llama on the stream. Shout out to Daily Llama. My ranch is out here. Axel in the chat room. Shout out to Axel. I believe Axel is. He's in the chat room. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. Keeping it real all the time. It's good to keep it real. I'm going to say that. It's very good to keep it real. Since I'm wearing red, I'm going to pour something. And by the way, I'm going to drink the rest of this Coors Light. Only reason why I'm drinking this Coors Light, I haven't drank this in 10 years. I only drank it because one of my ranchers wanted it, and I wanted to give her a little bit of appreciation. By the way, George, I'm going to say this. George is in the chat room. Look, George, you got to get this. I like this. This is the water I drink. It's called Waterloo sparkling water. This is black cherry. I really like this. This is one of my favorite right now currently. Some of you have seen some of the sparkling water I've been showing you. I don't like Perrier. Yeah, I don't like Perrier. I do not like Perrier. I remember I visited my father. When was it? I visited my father like, man, what was it, last month? Oh, George is still in Italy. By the way, for some of you, I'm going to be reviewing one of the fragrances out there. I did already tell him I'll be putting it on the car when it first comes out. So for some of you, I want to say this, we're going to be reviewing that very soon when it comes out. And I do have something also to show you soon. But I kind of want to, before I do something, I want to do something. I want to do a vodka. Since I'll have all of you here. I want to do a vodka. George, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good time in Italy. I don't even know what time it is over there in Italy. Hope you have a really good time. Let's do a vodka, all right? I'm going to put this inside. Let's do a vodka real quick. So let's pop open a vodka. Here we go. This pop is open. So this is going to be the vodka I'm opening up. God damn. This thing is, look at this. Wow. Oh, man, this was a gift. Somebody gave me this gift. This is Crystal Ball. It's a Crystal Head agave vodka, 40% ABV. Look at this. So I want to put this on here because I kind of want to drink it. I want to try it out. Let's try this son of a bitch out. Let's put it over here. Let's try this son of a bitch out. Now, wait a minute. For some of you, this does come with a little bit of little glasses. Am I going to drink it from one of these glasses? I don't know. I need to wash these things, but it's pretty cool. It comes with these things. Real cool. Good to see Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty, good to see Farm Kitty. And for all of you, I'm really happy that George Zaharoff came out here. Yes, thank you so much, George, for coming out here. George Zaharoff and Who Dance still watching. I appreciate her. What's the verdict on this whiskey? Honestly, if I could tell you to pass on this whiskey, I might want to tell you that. Let's take us out of the street. Now this is so much better. Can strength makers mark. A can strength. This is the French oak. It is so much better. In the poll in the chat room, most of you hit American whiskeys. You can see it's mostly hit American whiskeys. So which one's better? With this stogie, we're going to see, is it vodka? Is it Coors Light? Is it whiskey? Well, first off, it's not this whiskey, okay? This whiskey is not it. This is the main whiskey on the stream that I wanted to show you guys. But I wanted to put something else on here, and this one I'm putting is going to be my only one other that I'm going to have other than... By the way, we should put this on here, huh? So you guys can see it. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, let's see how this is. So far, chocolatey, very chocolatey, almost like woody. There's a little bit sweetness on there. That's a little bit too sweet. One thing I'm going to say, on this one, you're going to get a lot of chocolate. a lot of chocolate on here, but it does have a little mix of pepper, chocolate, and honestly, it's very smooth. This is something to have after dinner. After dinner, and again, for some of you that just tuned in, this is La Roma de Cuba, Mi Amore, Mi Amore. Yes, it's called Mi Amore. Let's try it out with this whiskey. With that whiskey is good. This pop's open. Again, beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation. Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be good? We're going to see. It doesn't smell like nothing. It smells like nothing. Let's see how this is. Let's finish this up, and then we're going to pour this up. For some of you watching, you guys already know what time it is. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. When to move on. Somebody says, name of the vodka. This is Crystal Head Agave Vodka. Crystal Head. Crystal Head Agave Vodka. I've never had this in my life. I was gifted this, okay? I did not buy this. I was gifted this. I did not buy this, but I'll tell you if it's good or bad. I'm cheering for this vodka. I'm cheering for this vodka because it looks cool. And here's the top. Here's the top. So I'm cheering for this vodka. We're gonna see how it is. And for some of you, I'm gonna drink the rest of this. The hockey star. The hockey that is. Oof! I don't have the hockey game on. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink the rest of this. Oh man, that whiskey's so much better. Out of both of these whiskeys, Penelope, a barrel strength 7-year. It doesn't beat the can strength Maker's Mark. I'm sorry to say. If I can tell you guys to pass on this, I would tell you definitely to pass on this. Unless you like cinnamon, you like a funky rye. This is just a little bit of almost like a vegetal rye spice. And you will get a little bit of leather on here. Cinnamon leather. Last time I remember had caramel. But it just wasn't, honestly, it wasn't something I really liked. The proofing was good, 115 on that one, but I'd rather show you guys this any day. I know sometimes it does change. We'll give it some time to change throughout the week. Right throughout the week. You hop on the week. And for some of you, somebody said, is that the vodka that Joe Rogan podcast had? I really honestly, I don't know. I watch Joe Rogan's podcast, but I don't even know if this is the one that he actually drinks. I gotta be quite honest. I don't know if this is the head that he drinks. Although if you do me a favor, hit the like button. I'm gonna tell you if it's good. As Russians do, you know what they do, right? Russians, they take the shot and they go like this. You cannot drink vodka without doing that. You will not drink vodka without doing that. I'm not a Russian, but I do have a stomach like a Russian. Yes, I have a stomach like a Russian. So for some of you, we're going to see. It says distilled from blue agave. Here we go. Let me read this. Distilled from blue agave in grains imported from the Spirit San Diego, California. Produced in Canada. Oh, Lord. This is from Toronto. This is from Toronto, Canada. You know it's going to be dookie. You know it's going to be straight dookie. But again, I got gifted this. When would I get gifted this? I think I got gifted this on my birthday. Huh? Somebody gifted this on my birthday. Let's see for all of you. There is a kind of, there's a little bit, just a little zing to it. There's a little zing to it. Let me see. Cheers, all of you. Here's going to be how you drink vodka. For some of you that do not know how to drink vodka, you drink it almost like water. Take it down one shot. If you can't do it one shot, you're not man enough. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. What's the best vodka in the world? It ain't Canadian. And it ain't American. Americans make the best whiskey in the world. Russians make the best vodka. This is not Russian vodka. So if I really like this, holy Lord, if I really like this, it's gonna be something. Cheers, all of you. Let's do this. I feel like I'm going. I feel like I'm going down a. I feel like I'm going down a slide, a big slide, a non-ending slide. Here you go. Cheers, all of you. This is not vodka. I don't know what the hell I'm drinking. This is dangerous. Wow, this is dangerous. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. Oh my Lord, this is so dangerous. Let me just say this. This over here, I could take another sip of it. It's very light. It doesn't have that Russian vodka kind of hit and that sweetness. There's a little bit of sweetness in front of my lip. On this one in front of my lip, just a little bit of like a pepperiness. That is very sweet. Is it bad? Honestly, if you don't know about vodka, if you don't know about vodka in general, if you're not a person that likes to drink strong vodkas, very strong, bold, in your face, crystal clear, smooth. This is honestly it's sweet. It's sweet. There's no bite on this. You would think because it's a skull, you would think there'd be a large bite. There's no bite at all on here. No bite at all on here. Now, I'm just going to say this. Only people that would like this are the people that just don't know about vodka. If you like Jägermeister, you might like this. If you like Jameson whiskey, you might like this. If you like Blue Label whiskey, you might like it. If you like Red Label whiskey, you might like this. If you like Proper 12, the orange flavor, you might like this. If you like, what are the things? If you like, if you like Bullet whiskey, you might like this. What are the thing that I can say is Dookie? What are the spirits Dookie? If you like the Drake has a spirit. If you like Beyonce's or Drake's spirit, I think Drake has if I remember correctly, he has a vodka, I think too. Beyonce has a whiskey with Jay-Z. If you like those whiskeys, you might like this vodka. I do not condone any of you to drink this. If you like Everclear, somebody said if you like Everclear, you might like this. But there's two different ones. There's a white one. I was gifted a white one. I was gifted a black one. Which one to me would be something that I would say maybe, you know what, if you're going for it, you go for it. The black one is the one you should go for. There's a white one. Don't buy the white one. Don't buy the clear one. There's a clear one, there's a white one, and there's a black one. If there was anything in this company that I can say, which one's the best one? The black one's the best one. Am I going to show this on the stream again? I don't think I'm going to show this on the stream ever again. You guys know when I show you guys bad stuff, I just don't show it. I don't show it over here. But for some of you, I'm just going to say this. I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed that Canada can actually make something out here that is actually better than some of their whiskeys. If any of you out there want me to compare Canadian whiskey with this bottle, I think what Canadian whiskeys, I'm going to say this. This one, oh shit. 20 memberships were given out in this chat room. State France got a membership. NC got a membership. The Real, Cody, Soldier, Jay got a membership. There's so many people got a membership. Holy Lord. Spoon, LPC, Lisa, 187. Lord got a membership. On the stream, we are at a total of $365 and more. We might be more in. I'm just going to say this might be a $400 or $500 stream. $400 or $500 stream. I lost count a while ago, but Edgar Romeo just sent 20 free memberships in this stream. We had a total of, I lost count of how many memberships were given out. But some of you actually like the fact that I'm transparent. I love that. I love that. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. But yeah, look at this. I'm just going to say this. George Harf was here, Edgar Romeo earlier. Who that blast at the stream? George Harf blast the super chance. Also, Ade Lama. Shout out to Ade Lama. Ade Lama, crazy Ade Lama. And some of you out here that just, I'm going to say this. This stream on the Saturday, is insane. Insane, right? Who that today? Insane. Ade Lama over here. UGP with $20 super chat. UGP $20 super chat. Also Scratch, thank you so much for a $10 super chat today. I'm gonna say so many super chats. So many super chats today. I'm gonna say this. So many super chats. If I can see the tally. Let me see. Ooh, I can see the tally. Okay, let me show you. Who that $20 super chat? Boom. She sent 2. She sent 5, 15 memberships. We had a lot of memberships. Insane. I like cars. I'm going to say this. I like cars. And for all of you that got a membership on this stream, I like cars. Thank you so much for getting that membership. For all of you that had that membership, you had to thank Edgar Romeo. Who that? George Zahoroff. You had to also thank Ade Lama. Also, you have to thank in this chat room, Scratch. In this chat room, UGP. Omar, thank you so much for the super chat today. Giving a shout out to Glock. Bailey, thank you so much. I'm gonna say this. I think we're honestly ripping it. But members, welcome to the membership club. I mean, that was crazy. Today. Today has been a crazy stream, man. Crazy stream. Again, this is good. Am I gonna have another one of this? I don't even know if this has sugar. I don't think this has sugar. This one I don't think of. I don't think this one does. Edgar Romeo, thank you so much for being a real OG. April Mill, thank you so much for being a big OG. Exo, thank you so much for being an OG. Who there? One of our greatest. Also, Georgia Horov. All my ranches today. Edwin, thank you so much for being a new great ranch. Jason Kane on the last stream, thank you so much. I know Mr. Future has been last month whipping it on Super Chance, but Edgar on this month, man. I'm gonna say Edgar on this month. This month, Edgar, he taking away some of the reins from Mr. Future, huh? Oh Lord, yeah, he taking away some of the reins from Mr. Future. Over here, another 10 memberships. 10 memberships. I'm gonna say a bunch of memberships, 10 memberships. Andrew, Paulie, David, Dang, Joseph, Hofology, that's in the Watch Community, SC, Watch Community, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Also, Mgar, a lot of others got a membership. That's insane. Everybody's trying to get RC. RC's trying to get there. RC's trying so hard. RC, man, you're going to get one eventually. But you have to figure out how to turn on those gifts so you can get a gift. Yes? So you can get a gift. April Neal says, RC, he got to jump real hard to catch that membership. That's funny. Somebody says in the chat room, you have to do it on the computer to turn them on. Oh, my Lord. RC. RC's actually living in RC. I've always wondered how much it is to have an RC. Edgar Romeo, I'm going to say this, Edgar Romeo, don't watch. I'm disturbed, man. Don't watch the Michael Jackson verdict. Don't watch the Michael Jackson verdict on Netflix. Don't watch that thing, man. I recommend nobody to watch it. I hope nobody watches that Netflix. It's a 3-episode series. I hope nobody watches that. I watched it because I just had to watch it. You know what it is growing up and listening to Michael Jackson? I cannot listen to him anymore. I'm so sad to say, in my lifetime, I don't think I'm ever going to listen to that again. I'm never going to listen to Michael Jackson again. I've always denied it, but that one thing that just posted up, man, oh man. I'm telling you, that one series that some of you shouldn't see, Home Alone, the guy from Home Alone, no, man. The guy from Home Alone, what is his name? Calvin? What is his name? Kevin? The guy from Home Alone. You know what it is? I just want to give you guys a spoiler. It's going to spoil everything. This is why you shouldn't watch it. One of the chefs that was living inside Neverland, had seen whatever his name is, Honey McAllen, or whatever his real name is. I don't know actors' names. Some people think that I know actors. No, I don't. Why would I care about actors? I know the actors that I like. Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, right? Ryan Gosling. I know the actors that I know that I like. But I can't tell you Home Alone's real name. If you were to tell me $1 million right now, what's his name? What's any person in that Home Alone movie, their real name in real life? I wouldn't know. Somebody says McCollin. Steve McCollin. I don't even know McCollin what. I swear to you, when I was growing up in college and even in high school, who's your favorite actor? Do you know this actor or this woman? You know she's sexy. I don't know her name. You don't know who that is? I don't know who that is. You don't know she's the most famous actor. I don't know who that is. I don't pay attention. As a matter of fact, when I'm watching a movie, sometimes I don't even know the names of the characters. Why would I need to know the names of the characters? Sometimes I don't even know. unless I like the movie. Obviously, like some of the chat room today, they tuned into the chat room earlier. Okay, somebody says McCollin. I don't even know. I don't even know how. Whatever his name is. Point of the matter is, I'm going to just give you a spoiler. In the documentary, it was a 3-episode documentary. The chef caught Michael Jackson with Kevin from Home Alone playing video games and doing something. You don't want to hear what the guy said. You don't want to hear what the guy said. It's disturbing. It's disturbing, and sometimes you gotta get disturbed, right? Sometimes you got to get disturbed to wake the hell up. Like wake the hell up. Right? It's crazy stuff. Good to see Jesse Hernandez in the chat room. Bob Beecher. Good to see Bob Beecher. Jason Kane. Jason Kane, you missed it, Jason Kane. My man, Jason Kane. You missed it. Jason Kane, I'm going to say this. Shout out to Jason Kane. I'm missing the hockey game. It's an hour in. Can somebody tell me the... Okay, I just want to ask something. My chat room, you guys are amazing, but please give me an update on the hockey game. I'm missing the hockey game because I'm here and I'm giving you guys content, and I appreciate you guys all the time. I'm gonna cook tomorrow. By the way, Edgar, this is the wine. You know this is my favorite wine. Jason Kane, if you get into wines, Bob Beecher, don't buy this. Bob Beecher, she's a member. I don't recommend her to buy this. She's gonna get too crunk. She can get too tipsy, like the Kim Kardashians fighting each other. Don't buy this wine. This is for a man. This is for a man. If any of you women want your teeth purple, this is it. And for some of you that want to know the name, Palermo, yes. Somebody says 00. Thank you so much for giving me at least I know. I do want to drink this again. I want to drink this again so bad. Don't drink that one. Don't drink that one. I can promise you that. Don't drink that one. That's for Edgar Romeo. Edgar Romeo can drink that. Edgar Romeo can drink that. Edgar Romeo can drink that. Who else can drink this in the chat room? Jason Kane can drink that. Jesse in the chat room, he could drink that. All right? Axel can drink that. I kind of want to drink it now, but I don't have any steak. Over here, somebody said, you guys are having a good time together? Good. For some of you watching, I want to say this. I want to pound another Coors Light. And I'm only drinking this Coors Light to know what it feels like to be in a hockey game. Okay? So for some of you, I'm not drinking any more whiskey on the stream. I did what I needed to do with the whiskeys. And the whiskey that I wanted to say was, this is the brand new whiskey that we talked about earlier. It's a brand new 7-year Penelope barrel strength. I showed you guys the last barrel strength. I told you it was horrendous. Has it improved? Has this one improved? I think it improved just by giving it just 7 years. 7 years and not a blend of other years, just 7 years. I think they made it so much better. The other one was barrel strength was 4 to 6 years. They were blended. I don't feel like they blended other younger years. It says over here, blend of straight bourbon whiskey. It better be a blend of only 7. But I do taste a little bit of vegetal, just like I did on the previous years. Let's do another Coors. But this time, I actually want to. You know what I like about Coors? Who Dan showed me. Edgar, who Dan showed me. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. I didn't know that. I knew that a long time ago. It's blue when it's very cold. Look at that. It's blue when it's very cold. Look at that. And the sign is it says cold. When it's blue, it's cold. I think that's freaking cool, man. So who got me into this? Miss Who That got me into this. So this is going to be the first time in 10 years. I haven't had Coors Light in about 10 years. It's the first time I drink this from. I do know probably RC's favorite. He lives in the RC. I think this is his favorite. I'm gonna drink it in. I'm gonna drink it in the can. Let's see if it tastes good in the can. This is good. This is good. It's good, man. And I think this has low calories because it says. Why does it say less than 1 gram of protein? Edgar, this has protein? What's this? This has protein? This has protein? That's crazy, man. This has protein. That's nuts. I didn't know that. By the way, for some of you, I just want to say this. This has protein. Holy Lord, this has protein. So it says over here, I'm not joking. It says less than 1 gram of protein, 0 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs. Calories is 102. Holy shit. Somebody says, yep. Who said yep? How'd you know? It told me. Proteins. This is a protein shake. Here we go. Member. I like carbs. It's a protein shake. It's like having one of those protein cookies. Damn. Now, this summer I'm going to do something for some of you. This summer, I'm going to do a barbecue. I'm going to do a barbecue strictly for our Americans. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it at 4th of July. I'm going to do a barbecue. I'm going to set it up beautifully. I'm going to set it up like an American does. And I'm going to give you guys a good stream. It's going to be different from any stream you've seen. And I'm going to try to put Coors Light. I'm not, by the way, I do know some of you. What was Edgar? He wanted me to get a beer one time. Jason Kane knew. And who else? Edgar knew. There was a couple of the guys here. They wanted me to get a beer. It was a blue beer. I don't remember the name. It was an American blue beer. Do you guys remember the name? If somebody remembers the name, it's Old Blue. It wasn't Shiner. It was Old Blue. It was Old Blue. Let's drink this up. Man, let me do this. Blue Moon. It wasn't Blue Moon. It wasn't Blue Ribbon. It was a dirty beer. It was a real dirty beer. Somebody said daddy. It has daddy in the name. Has daddy in the name. They go, has daddy in the name. Has daddy in the name. What was the name of it? Something daddy. Something daddy. He's saying something daddy. It was Natty Daddy. There we go. Natty Daddy. Natty Daddy. By the way, on the stream, I think we're at. Okay, you guys want me to tell you how much we're at? You want me to calculate? I just want you guys to feel good. I want you guys to feel good. Natty Daddy. He shout outs too. Who was it that said that? Farm Kitty. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty was one of the ladies. Now I say guys, now everybody's gonna think she's a guy. Relax. Okay, so 20. Who did sent 20 earlier? $2 for Bailey. 20. That's 42. Over here. That was 100 what was it? 145. 147. 180. 190. 92. 192. 220. 300. 320. I'm at 320 right now. I'm just counting. 320. Oof. 320. Holy shit. That bird is not helping me. 320. And let me think real quick. My math is good. 320. 460. 460. 500. We're at 500. 530. We're at $530 on this stream. We're at $530 on this stream. I'm counting the super chats and the memberships because I want to make sure you guys know how much we're making on the stream. Just so you guys know, because you want to really get that tally up so you know mentally how amazing the stream has been. So 500 it might be actually $530. I might be off by 10. It's the money for the channel, Jason Kane. There's a Kane. Wait a minute. Time out. There's a Kane. Time out, Jason Kane. It's you guys. You don't know how much money I put back on the channel. Every time you guys send money, I put it back on the channel. Okay, just want to let you guys know. Every time you guys send, I think this month we're ready should be there. This month we might actually make more than last month. In my projections, we might make more. But again, I will say a little bit of this. Look, I just want to make sure that you guys understand, so you guys keep tally, right? So that you know that next month is might be crazy. As a matter of fact, at the end of the month, I might start putting lobsters on here, right? Maybe. Here, we're going to put this over here. Cheers, all of you. Yes. Put this over here. Yes. And what I'm going to do is Edgar, should we go back to that whiskey? Somebody said a crawfish boil. We should do that, shouldn't we? I hate crawfish. Over here, Jason K says Buffalo Trace. Or should I do a Buffalo Trace? Look, I'm just going to say this. How many of you want a crawfish boil? Crab boil? No. Hell no. I ain't doing no crab. Maybe we might. I don't like crabs, so I'll do it, right? Okay. Somebody says shrimp roll. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, since we're getting so many super chats, I'm going to do, you guys get to pick. Okay, my rangers get to pick. Somebody says crab legs. Shit, that's good. Crab legs is a good idea. Somebody says it's expensive. Nah, man, don't worry. Jason Kane, don't worry about that, okay? Remember, Jason Kane, you guys are sending support. The funds come out of this, and I put it back in. So don't worry. Don't you worry. All right, don't you worry. I've done lobster. For some of you that are wondering, how much money am I putting? I'm putting everything you guys are really putting on here, and I'm trying to put my own money too on the channel to give you guys really something. Somebody says in chat room, I love them crab legs. There's a lot of crab legs, yeah. So what should we do? Should I do rabbit next month? Should I do buffalo? Should I do alligator? Should I do some of the nasty stuff? But remember, if it's nasty, I don't have dinner anymore. That's the only problem with that, right? Maine lobster. I think we did Maine lobster. When was it? Beaver tail. What the hell? Somebody said beaver tail. I did lobster about last week, I think it was. I showed you guys, didn't I? Was it last week I did lobster? Shout out to all of you. You get to pick in the chat room. Give me ideas. I will not write it down, but I'll have it in my head, and I'll put it on the streams, and I'll show you. Right? Rabbit is, somebody says rabbit's pretty good. Actually, nah. Rabbit's not good. Rabbit's like a weird taste in chicken, salty. No. I had a rabbit in Nashville, Tennessee. Hell no. Some of my family members in Nashville, Tennessee, say, try it out. I'm like, nah, I don't want to try it. I'll tell you guys a story now. Hell no. Ostrich. I might do some ostrich eggs for some of you who do not know. I have some actually ostrich eggs. Yeah. Only the rich have ostrich eggs. Yes, I have some ostrich eggs. They're beautiful. Let's drink this up. Oh, man. Squirrel, come on, man. Squirrel, I hate squirrel. I don't like squirrel. I'd rather do alligator. Man. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Crawfish. I don't like crawfish. I might do that. Catfish. I cannot stand catfish. It's disgusting. Catfish reminds me of the people that eat pacus and snakeheads and tilapia. I can't stand it. Duck. I can't stand duck. Maybe I'll do a duck. I can't stand duck. I'll do it, man. I'm a picky son of a gun. Blue crabs. Whoever buys blue crabs, I'm just gonna say this: if you buying blue crabs, you got a little tongue, and you got little teeth, you got little hands, and you got little feet. If any of you out here buy blue crabs, the little blue crabs, I'm just gonna say, you got a little tongue, little teeth, little lips, little feet, little hands, and little fingers. I can't have blue crabs. I'm just gonna say that. I just can't. I think anybody that has blue crabs, man, what are you doing? What are we doing out here, huh? I think that's for the homeless people. The homeless people get it from and they take it out. Over here, a Bossa Nova Reaper, it's like catfish, but less fatty. By the way, Jason Kane, you've seen me cooking flounder. I did flounder. I've done flounder. We've done monkfish. Sea bass is amazing, but no, we'll do sea bass. No problem. We'll do sea bass. But I want to put stuff that I don't like. I want to see if I can prepare it better than some of the chefs that have made me some of these meals. Rockfish is the same thing as monkfish. It's the same thing, I believe. I've done monkfish out here. Monkfish is amazing. You've seen me do it. How many of you seen me do monkfish? One of the best. Monkfish to me tastes like a better lobster, if I remember correctly. Is that what it tasted like? Can you guys remember somebody said snake? Who said snake? Who said snake in the chat room? No, man. No. That's a good one, April Neal. That's a good one. Who said snake out here? Hell no, man. I'm not doing snake. I could do snake. I'm not doing snake. I'd rather do kangaroo tail or frog. No, you know what I'm going to do? I said it right now. Who said snake? I'm going to do frog legs tomorrow. There we go, baby. I'm going to do frog legs tomorrow. How about that? I'm going to do frog legs tomorrow. There we go, frog legs. I think frogs are disgusting. I'm going to do, maybe next week. Why am I saying tomorrow? Maybe next week. I think I'm going to do frog legs. That's one of the first ones. I don't even want to think of that. I'm gonna do frog legs to torture myself. We done escargot, dude, man. He's a subscriber. We done escargot. I got escargot from France, straight dookie, man. I think I might have would have rather be called what is it called blowhole. I would have rather be called blowhole and lick a hole than have escargot. Escargot is a skin. By the way, that's a quote from Michael Jackson. Ugh, why are they even doing that quote? That's disgusting. That's nasty. What I just said. You'll see if you see that. I hope none of you ever. I hope none of you. Alligator have had alligator. Alligator is good, but you have to do it right. There's no chef out there that's ever made me alligators bad. So I honestly, what's the point of me making that? All right. Somebody said do some pink flamingo. Who said that? Who said that? Pink flamingo. Man, that's no good. Ain't no way. Those flamingos don't got no meat. Flamingos got no meat, man. Somebody says that frog legs are similar to chicken feet. What the hell do I know? I've never eaten chicken feet in my life. Don't even get started. Jason Kane, I'm not doing chicken feet, and I ain't doing iguana tail. I ain't doing iguana, and I'm also not doing chicken feet. Chicken feet it's I'm banning it. I'm banning it from this channel. Chicken feet. I'm not doing no chicken feet. I'm not doing snake. Snakes are so beautiful. Except the anacondas. Dude, you seen some anacondas? Dude, anacondas are so ugly. Holy shit. Anacondas like a turd coming out of somebody's ass. Anacondas are so ugly. No, hell no. I'm never going to do pig's feet on this channel. I'm never doing chicken legs. I'm never doing, what was the other thing that somebody said in the chat room? Somebody said for me to go, flamingo. Who the hell eats a flamingo? There's a crane. There's a bird. There's a bird. It's called, what is it called, man? All the hunters, they'll hunt it. It's one of the biggest cranes, I believe, in Texas. I might be wrong. I'm not a hunter, man. I don't go hunting for my food. I do go hunting in the stores. But Jason Kane should know. His colleague should tell him, crane. There's a crane. There's a crane. And for some of you watching, there's a crane. There's a crane in the USA that is one of the biggest cranes that you can actually eat. Some of the parts, the beautiful parts, that almost taste better than ribeye steak. I don't remember what crane it is. But some of you might know what crane it is if you are a hunter. If you're a hunter, you should know what crane it is. It has one of the best meats that you can ever have in your life. Better than ribeye. Better than USDA choice ribeye. And supposedly better than USDA prime ribeye. Somebody says quail ducks. I'm talking about a crane. I'm talking about a cream. You know, quail is very, it's like fatty. Quail. By the way, shout out to Edgar Romeo, man. Edgar Romeo's listening. He's probably at the gym listening. Shout out to him. Hope he gets that pump. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's a crane out here. Sandhill crane. Maybe he's right. I think that's what it is. A sandhill crane. It's one of the biggest cranes out there that hunters like to really hunt. It's only by season, and it has one of the best parts of meat possible in a bird, in any bird. There's no turkey better than it. There's no duck. There's no duck. There's no anything that's better. As a matter of fact, there's no cow that has better meat. Well, no, I can't say that yet because I haven't tasted it. But I do know online, that's what she said. She likes to save her man. Oh, shit, that's what she said. Edgar Romo, Edgar Romo. Now, I can't get that meat here in South Florida. I know the people in Tallahassee can get that meat. In Texas, you can get that meat. I can't get that meat here in South Florida. I wish I could. I would love to put it on the stream. One of the hardest cooks that I've done was monkfish. Monkfish is so good, man. By the way, I just want to say this, and this goes for Edgar Omi and for any of you that do bodybuilding. By the way, for any of you that are here in the chat room, if you haven't hit the like button, RC, if you haven't hit the like button, help out. Tap the screen a couple of times. Tap the screen. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. We got those super chats to the roof. What kind of bird is this? Guy wakes me up every freaking day, dude. I want to come out with a dang freaking bison. Clean pollo. Okay, here we go. This is going to say, Edgar, I've been eating a lot of boiled eggs. Now, I'm not eating a bunch of boiled eggs. My limit per every other day is about 2 or 3. But boiled eggs has, honestly, this beer's, damn, it's making me burp. Boiled eggs has made me start thinking more. My brain has been functioning a little bit more to speed. It's almost like if the Apple phone had updated, and it's just updated. Every time I eat some eggs, it's just making my head just keep on thinking. I have insomnia, so that's not good. But eggs, if you boil some eggs, for some of you, it's good work. I've also been doing something to give some carbs in my diet. You know, I like to eat salad. I've been crushing some boiled eggs on my rice, my jasmine rice. I do recommend. So Bob Beecher, I know Bob Beecher, she got a lot of. Oh, hell no, man. Edgar Omi says he eats that non-pasteurized raw egg. Holy Lord. My bodybuilder friend, he said, you want some? And he goes, he gives me a glass of he had 5 eggs in there, raw eggs. I go, dude, what's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you, man? You're going to poison yourself. He goes, calm down. I know what I'm doing. He drank the son of a bitch, a whole bunch of eggs. We go out to Chili's or something. I think it was Chili's or some Olive Garden with his girlfriend. And he goes, dude, don't tell my wife, dude, I've been holding my shit ever since you jinxed me. You jinxed me. I didn't jinx you. You're not supposed to have freaking 5 raw eggs and expect not to use the bathroom, man. You know what they call you if you're a woman? He goes, what? I go, man, what was the word I used? What was the word I used? Damn, I forgot the word. It was a Spanish word. Can somebody say the Spanish word for a woman that shits a lot? Cagona. They go, that's what I called him. Cagona. I go, dog. We're at Olive Lord, I go, yo, dog. I'm just going to say, you know what they call you in these Hispanic places? He goes, what? You're a cagona. You're a cagona. You just like that girl. You see that girl over there across the table? He goes, no. He goes, what you talking about, boy? He goes, that girl fine as hell. She don't use the bathroom. I go, yo, she goes to the gym. She goes to your gym. And she goes to your gym. And she shits fucking 10 times a day. You know what they call her? Cagona. He goes, what is that? I go, ask your girl. He didn't want to ask his girl. He goes, hey, I'll be right back. Dips for a whole hour. And then I don't even know how his wife didn't realize that he almost died in the toilet. It's like she was talking to my girlfriend at the time. Their conversation was so deep. Back in the days, I didn't even have a phone. You guys think back in the days I had this internet, this smartphone? Nah. Dude, I would have to look at 2 girls talking. You think I want to join in? Hell nah. I would have to zone out and think of anything what I'm thinking about. This dude was in the bathroom for an hour. Anyways, Edgar, relax with those raw eggs, man. Do that in the morning, knowing you have a span of time. Use the bathroom. Edgar Roman is laughing because he looks at him and said in the morning, dude, I have to use the bathroom. I'm a cagon. I'm a cagon. Cheers, all of you. Generals of my people out here. If you guys don't know what the hell I just said, in Spanish, a cagona means a woman. All she does is dump it. Beautiful woman, but all she does is dump it. A cagon, most of the time, is a big guy, ugly guy, small guy, good looking guy. It don't matter. A cagon is a dude the dude uses the bathroom like he's taking his break. And then you ask him, hey man, what were you doing in there? Taking a piss? He wasn't taking a piss. Never going back in, never going inside a bathroom. Never going inside a bathroom after a cagon, man. Anyways, that's dude, that's some funny comments. That's some fucking funny comments. Holy shit. This stogie is good, but man, I'm smelling shit now. Yeah. I dumped 2 girlfriends in my life because they used the bathroom too much. Matter of fact, 3. Remember the story that I told you guys about the beautiful, beautiful black belt? You heard that story before. Well, that woman was beautiful. When I was younger in my 20s, she was beautiful. I could have had a life with her. I could have had an amazing life with her. She was really beautiful. Her mother loved me, and she was rich. She was rich. She was a black belt. I can't tell you what level black belt because I think she just got her black belt because I whooped her ass. But that was the black belt that I told you was not Mexican. The other one was, anyways, point of matter is, dude, that girl, I dumped her because she was a cagona, dude. Cagona big time. Let me just tell you a quick story. She was so beautiful that when I would go into like some of these restaurants, every man would look. It don't matter if the man had a wife. He would look. I know what it is to be with women like that all my life, and that's okay. No problem. But these women sometimes they're beautiful, but sometimes they got flaws that I just can't accept. But one of the main flaws was, dude, cagona, man. She would use the bathroom so much that I would wonder if she was in Ozempic. But back in the days, there was no Ozempic. It's nowadays, right? Back in the days, there's no Ozempic, right? So one day, I planned out a perfect day. It was a Saturday or a Friday. I didn't even remember. I don't do that anymore. That was when I was younger. When you're younger, you think different in life. That's what I thought. I planned out a day and I told her, hey, we had plans for a restaurant at 8 p.m. Good. 6 p.m. I text her. She said, I'm not feeling good. 7 p.m. I text her. I go, no problem. I'm going to come over. She says, please don't come over. I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm thinking, holy crap, this girl's, you know what she's doing. She's with her girlfriends and they're trying to sneak out to a party or something. 8 p.m. She had a beautiful house. She had a gated house. I show up to her house in front of her gates. I ring the bell. I call her. She ignored me. I get out of the car. She comes out of the house. She goes, get your phone. I get the phone. I'll never forget it. She goes, hey, why are you here? I go, because 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. We gotta go. This was when I was in my 20s. And she goes, I have to tell you something. You've been asking for a couple hours. I told you I don't feel good. I go, no problem. I go inside and like I'll do whatever it is that you need. I'll help you out. This is why good guys don't finish. They don't finish first, man. This is maybe when I turned into a bad guy. I think it was 20. I don't know how old I was. 20 something. Maybe I was 23. I have no idea. I was very young. Mind you, I'm close to 40. Hear this. She goes, I don't want to tell you this, but I don't want you to come in the house. I go, why? She goes, because you're gonna want to come in my room and you want to be in my room watching TV like you usually do, and my room smells bad. I go, why? She goes, because I have a problem with my stomach. I go, what? She goes, I have a problem with my stomach. Something's wrong with my stomach right now, and I just don't want to tell you because it's embarrassing. I go, are you sure? I could go inside and smell it. She goes, this is when I was 20. I was 20 something. She goes, please don't. And then she goes to me, this is when I was in my 20s, the stories from my 20s. She goes, look, I'm shitting so much. I have so much diarrhea. I don't know what I ate, but I just didn't want to tell you this. I didn't want you to think of me as the biggest, most stupidest girlfriend you ever had in your life. I go, don't worry, I'll be here with you, but I ain't going inside. You're right. I ain't going inside. I turned around, I went home. When I got home, I started thinking, my whole life is not real. This can't be real. I just found a woman that was a cagona. I just found a woman that she's everything that every man wants. You go in a restaurant. Every man that you go into the office is one woman that everything. That's the woman. Model, beautiful model, everything, right? But she's a cagona. What does that mean? That means that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to find a wife, you don't want your wife to be that woman. You go to Disney World, hey baby, you know what's up? You know what's up, baby? I need to use the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? You don't want to go to a 5-star restaurant. You know, baby, you know what it is? I need to use the bathroom right now. You know what it is. Like you don't want to be that guy that has a wife and all of a sudden, oh my God, baby, I clogged the toilet again. Oh shit, here we go again. You don't want a guy like be that guy, right? You don't want to be the guy that you're freaking in New York doing a meeting and all of a sudden, boom, you get a phone call. Baby, I need you to come back to Miami. Why? Because I'm giving birth. What do you mean you're giving birth? Giving birth to what? I shit it like 10 times a day. I think I'm giving birth to like a big loaf. And you have to go from New York all the way back down to Miami. You were with a cagona, dude. You can't go to a street taco place because every time you go, once she gets a little dive out of that taco, guess what? To the car. Let's go drive, take the red lights. Ooh, oh, Lord, we're going to get a ticket. Car pulls you over. You say, why you're going so fast? You say, why you take the red line? Your girl comes out of the car. She shits right on the floor. You got a cagona. Johnny Depp, you don't know, but for some of you, Johnny Depp was with a cagona. Okay, too much shit, dude. Over here, somebody had to leave the chat room. Something stinks. Who had to leave in the chat room? One of the women in the chat room had to leave. It stinks so bad. It stinks so bad. Johnny Depp. He was with one of the worst cagonas in Earth. You know her name. What's her name? I don't even know her name. I don't even want to know her name. But Johnny Depp didn't realize that he was with the biggest cagona in the history of America, right? Johnny Depp found a woman he was a great actor. Beautiful woman. Can somebody tell me the name of her name? What's the actor? You see, I'm bad with names. Actor names, celebrities. I'm just horrible with them. I don't give a damn about no celebrity that I don't know. Can somebody tell me? What's her name? Amber Heard. There we go. Amber Heard, number one biggest cagona in America. Even all of the people in the Oscars knew that. She took a big little pebble shit on Johnny Depp's bed. They went to court, and in court, I don't know where it came up, but Johnny Depp was asked, Did your wife, what was the words that they used? Did your wife stink up what was it? Did your wife take a shit on your bed? Please answer the question, Johnny Depp. He goes, I believe she did. Did your wife ever tell you it was the dogs? That's what the court said to Johnny Depp. And Johnny Depp says, I think so. She had mentioned it might have been the dogs. And then the bomb was dropped. Somebody said out here in the court, did you believe that your wife has taken a dirty little pebble poop in you? What's it called? Fissicate? What's it called? What's the words, the special words that they use in court? What's it called? This with a D. Fissicate? What's it? Fussicate? Flossicate? What's it called? Defecate. Did you think your wife defecated in them? Johnny Depp said yes. How'd you know? My partner told me. Yes, she defecated in the bed. Dude, you don't want a cagona, dude. I'm gonna say it right now for any of you men out there. There we go. Eddie Gromi, there you go. Pick your man accordingly. Oh, I mean, pick your women accordingly. I'm talking about pick your men as in celebrities. Johnny Depp is the man. He's the only man in America that ever beat a woman in front of all America. You know, and there's no woman that ever beat. But maybe, nah. Like that head coach from Miami Heat, nah. Can't say that he beat. You know that girl from, what's her name? She was in my, I'm not gonna even say anything. I knew who that was. The wife of Erica Spoelstra, the wife of Eric Spoelstra, I knew her. I knew her. The wife of Eric Spoelstra, I knew her. It's crazy, dude. The world's it's a wild thing. But I think in that relationship, the Miami Heat coach, he was a cagon. You know the difference. The Miami Heat coach was a cagon. And I think that she didn't like him because of that. Dude, I'm going to say this. If your relationship is full of shit, I'm going to say this. If your workplace is full of shit, leave. If you're in the real estate and your whole office is full of shit, leave that place. You're going to get shitty leads. You're going to get shitty leads. Anything is a shit show, anything that has to do with the biggest shit show ever, leave the hell out. Leave that place. Leave it. Edwin says, come on. I swear to God. I knew Eric Spoelstra's wife from the Miami Heat. I'm not going to say how I knew her, but she was very classy and she was a badass. I knew this. I've always known this. So there's no way that badass was the cagon. It was cagon. What cagon? She wasn't a cagona. It was him. You got to know. And if you find a relationship that's perfect, it's because there's no cagon and no cagona. Dude, some of you are like, what is this guy talking Spanish? Yes, he is. Eddie Roby said, we've been talking shit for an hour. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. We've been talking shit for an hour. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's funny. Oh, shit. Ooh, I'm trying. I think my neighbor's coming out. Trying to figure out what kind of cagona she is. Is she? I don't know. I don't think she is. Maybe she is. Oh, but I hear a sliding door. Huh? April Neal. Cheers, Abe. That's funny though. That's funny, dude. What a stream today. I think this is what happens when you guys motivate me. They, dude. Now from now on, all of you are gonna see a relationship, and you're all gonna see who's the kagong, who's the kagona. For any of you that don't know what that is, a kagong is a man that shits all the time. Shits all the time. He shits so much that his girlfriend says, "Baby, are you ready to go yet? Baby, are you ready to go yet? You've been in the bathroom for like an hour." A kagona is a woman that shits so much that the guy has to say, "Baby, why does it always smell like strawberries in here? Why does it smell like strawberries?" He's only being nice. He's gonna dump your ass in next month. Why doesn't he give you that nookie? I mean, why does the man not give you that clap? Because you probably, dude, we're still talking about shit out here. We're still talking about shit. God, I can smell it almost. Over here, Edgar always says, "I just want to know how many shots you take." Dude, 2 shots and you'll know if she's a cargo or not. 2 shots and you'll know if she's a cargo or not. Edgar Romeo says in the chat room, "All I want to know is how many shots you take." Dude, 2 shots. Bang, bang. 2 shots. And after that, you know. Gentlemen, some of you know what the hell I'm talking about. 2 shots and you know, man. It's like, you gotta make an excuse. You gotta make an excuse. Oh my God, I missed it. I missed it. My work is calling me. It's like, you don't even work. You dip. Please, can we change the subject? I've been talking about shit for an hour. Dude. This is why I don't date women that eat fish. Holy shit. Cherry, you guys are amazing, but this is why I swear to God, I don't like to date women that eat a lot of beans. If any woman out here that wants to ever date me or be with me, if you eat sriracha every single day, sayonara. Sayonara, baby. If any of you women eat fish every single day or even the fish from the can, you know why, Jackson? Wait a minute. We're still going to go back to shit. You know why Nick Lachey? You know why Nick Lachey isn't with Jessica Simpson forever and ever? You know why? Let's not act like we don't know out here, man. Nick Lachey dumped Jessica Simpson because she is a cagona. You heard all the time they have to go into showers to do it. Why do you think Nick Lachey has to take her to the shower? Come on, man. Jessica Simpson, one of the underrated cagonas here in America. Nobody ever knew about it. I knew the moment she talked about tuna from a can. I knew it, man. I knew it. Dude, I knew it, man. I knew it. When she was eating that tuna from a can and asking Nick Lachey, "Hey, I just want to ask you, I know this is fish. But is this, I know this is," she goes, "This is Jessica Simpson. She's eating the can. This was back in the 2000s. She goes to Nick Lachey. You don't know who Nick Lachey? He's from 69 Degrees, right? Nick Lachey, he's like, "What are you about to ask?" She's eating that tuna from the can. "I know this is fish. It says fish from the sea. Chicken from the sea, but is it chicken or is it fish?" She had asked that. I wish I could play it on here. She had asked that. Dude. Now that is wild. Okay, that's it, right? I can't talk about shit anymore. The 69 from Greece. Yeah. I'm trying not to laugh. Can somebody tell me? Let's change something. Can somebody tell me the score of? Can somebody tell me the score of the hockey game, or the Hurricanes winning, or the Las Vegas Knights? You know, I told the guys Las Vegas. I'm trying to change the subject from what we're talking about. Bob Beecher says, "No lie, no lie." Edwin's in the chat room. Here's a quote unquote on him. He says, "I never eat this. He says, I'll eat a lot of things, but he doesn't eat booty." Wait, what? He says he doesn't eat booty? Rosado? Dude, if you're eating booty that's red, something wrong with you, man. Booty that's red? Oh, hell no. Edwin, you gotta go. I'm gonna say this, Edwin, red booty? Dude, if you're eating red booty, dude, if you've been thinking about you better run from the house. That's a vampire, dude. That's a vampire. There shouldn't be any woman in this world that got that booty red. Hell no, man. Dude, you better run from the house, dude. Rosado. Hell no, man. Shh. In the chat room, subscriber says he'll eat booty. You nasty boy. We gotta stop talking about shit, dude. I'm gonna sleep thinking about shit. I'm gonna wake up wanting to shit. I don't want to talk about shit anymore. I don't want to talk about shit. No, there's too much shit in my head. I got a lot of shit in my head. I can't talk about too much shit anymore. I feel like my breath smells like shit now. Dude, I feel like my fan is shooting shit out. I feel like this stogie, I'm doing a shit stogie. I feel that's what I'm feeling. That's why I'm not smoking it. So I'm not smoking it. It looks like a dookie. I'm smoking a dookie. Look, I'm not smoking this. You guys are getting me sick. What a dookie topic, yeah? Straight dookie topic. Again, how do you pour this? Straight dookie topic. Or somebody says RC is short for, man, oh man, I'm not gonna read that. Yeah. I'm not reading that. No. You guys are talking about too much shit, dude. I'm gonna open my toilet and there's gonna be a turd there. Nah. Dude, I flush. You know what's bad when you open up the toilet, there's a snake there. You know what's bad when you open the toilet, there's an iguana looking at you. You know what's bad when you open the toilet, there's a cockroach in the water. That's, that I gotta get that shit out of my head. Someone over here says, don't forget, Bob Beecher uses wipes. What does that even mean? Are we still talking about shit at chat room? That's what Bob Beecher said. I don't even know what Bob Beecher. I'm not reading that. Chat room, you guys are wild. Today, you guys are wild. Somebody just commented a funny comment. You guys are. I'm not reading that. You guys are full of shit, dude. Go use the bathroom. You guys are full of. I can't read that. I can't read that. You guys are funny. Today you guys are funny. I can't read that. You guys are something. I'm just gonna say this. Bob Beecher once says in the chat room, she's a member, Bob Beecher. She said that she's a woman and she stood on the toilet to take a dump. If there's any woman I ever seen or heard in my life that has said that, it was her in the chat room. When I heard that and I read that one day, she said she stood her two legs. This is a toilet. I just told her two legs. This is a toilet. Her two legs in the toilet. She stood up. She could almost touch the roof. She just let her rip. Dude, I'll never forget that. We're still talking about shit out here. There's just, oh my. There's so much. Kevin Hart would be next to me making jokes right now, and I can hear the jokes. He probably saying in the jokes that Kevin Hart was next to me and say, "You're still talking about shit? Man, this is a shitty situation." I know Kevin Hart would be saying that if he was next to me. Eddie Murphy next to me would be saying probably the funniest thing. Yo, we out here talking about shit. Yo, everybody talks about the color of my. He'd be saying, you know, he likes Eddie Murphy. He's very, he says some controversial stuff. Dave Chappelle backing me if he wasn't backing me. Yo, don't talk about shit. I could tell you a whole thing of shit. We gotta stop talking about shit. Dave Chappelle back at me says, there's one time in Ohio, no lie. He goes, no lie. I went into old white bikers bar. And when I went into the bathroom, I know there was going to be a story that he probably said if he wasn't back at me. Dave Chappelle, funny guy. Eddie Murphy, if there was any comedians out there that are just, they're explicit, they don't care about like who you are. You could be Asian, white, Caucasian, Hispanic. They don't matter. Eddie Murphy. Who else? Who's the guy from Family Feud? I forgot his name. What's his name? Eddie Murphy, and then Family Feud guy. What's his name? Another good actor, man. Maybe he's not an actor, he's a host, but he used to be a comedian. What's his name, man? From Family Feud. Oh, shit. Here we go again. His name is... Somebody said Drew Carey? Who said Drew Carey? Man, that's funny. Jason Kane, here we go. Steve Harvey. Have you guys seen Steve Harvey do stand-up comedy? The guy has a face whenever he does anything back in the days. Straight face. The crowd will go crazy. It's like he doesn't laugh at his own jokes. I can't make a joke like today, right now, just now. We're joking about shit, right? We're joking about shit. I had to laugh because some of you are commenting funny shit. But Steve Harvey could say the most shittiest comedy, and he'll just have a straight face like that. He'll just look around. He'll just look around like that. Bernie Mac also. Bernie Mac, he don't care what race you are. He used to say it. Back in the days, we used to have amazing comedians. It all got canceled because nowadays you can't do that anymore, right? But I just love the fact that back in the days, like you could really just do a lot of comedy. It didn't matter what anybody said. When you walk in the show, you know there's going to be somebody comparing another race to another race, and we would just accept that. Yeah, rest in peace to Bernie Mac. That guy was amazing. That guy was amazing. You guys remember I used to watch the Bernie Mac show? The Bernie Mac show was so good. I used to watch it back in the days. Funny stuff. But yeah, a comedian. Who else was a comedian back in the days that was really good? I just think Eddie Murphy that guy was freaking good, man. If you ever watch any comedy, Kevin Hart the guy's funny. But dude, Steve Harvey, over here, Bernie Mac funny as hell. You had the other guy that I spoke about, Chris Tucker. Oh, shit. Who said that? Chris Tucker? I was trying to hit that one on the nail. Chris Tucker back in the days. Chris Tucker back in the days. Damn, that guy was good. Chris Tucker, just the way he talks. He had he would talk regular, and boom, he extended his voice like super, super screechy, super high pitch. Martin Lawrence, there we go, another one, another funny one. Martin Lawrence, god damn. Martin Lawrence was goddamn funny as hell. Did you notice that all these guys were black men? I know there's a thing in this world that there's a lot of people are racist. Look, man, I'm an American. I appreciate everybody. These were all black men who were just hilarious. They were so funny. Was there other like Hispanics and stuff? Yeah, there used to be other Hispanics back in the days. George Lopez. I think George Lopez was he was pretty good. George Lopez was pretty good. But that was back in the days, right? Nowadays it's so much different. But yeah, Kevin Hart nowadays, Dave Chappelle nowadays, like they can only say so many things. Cheers, all of you. Let's drink some. We had a good stream. Gentlemen, we had a good stream today. Chat room. We had a really good stream today. Really good stream. $530 on the stream. We had a really good stream today. You guys made me laugh, actually. So, yeah, some of you made me laugh. It was funny. This is Mental Health Month, June. And for some reason, the only time that I ever have like a weird month is, I'm not going to tell you, but everybody has a different week, different month. This is a good stream, yeah. Edgar, I do know Edgar. He likes to watch a lot of cool things that I like to post up. And for any of you watching, if you watch this whole stream, you're going to understand that on YouTube, there's a bunch of people on YouTube, different personalities. It's hard to put everybody together and everybody to get along. There's a lot of YouTubers that just will not get along. Personalities, they clash, and you tend to learn that over time. Also, you tend to learn the people that are close to you sometimes that they're just like Jesus Christ, right? If I can tell you guys something, the Bible, let's not get religious. Let me just say something. If I want to tell you something, the Bible is supposed to teach you something. It's supposed to teach you how they're human beings in this world. They're going to act a certain way. I've always thought that. And I have to make sure you guys understand human beings are human beings, right? You saw in the Bible. You guys probably think I read the whole Bible. Dude, what do I look like, the devil? Oh, I ain't the devil. I'm the Reaper, dude. You know what the Reaper does? He skips chapters. The Reaper skips chapters. I skipped all the chapters in the Bible. Of course I did. I ain't the devil. I'm the Reaper. Is the difference? I skipped the chapters. The devil knows the Bible from the front to the back. Why does he know it? Because he knows everything. He tries to trick you. Why is he trying to trick you? Because he's the biggest manipulator in the world. That's what it is that it shows in the Bible. By the way, I'm just gonna say this. Haven't gone to church in God knows how long, so don't say I'm super religious. I haven't probably gone to church in, I'm not even lying right now, probably like 20 years, okay? 20 years. So for any of you out here that's saying, oh no, I'm a church goer, relax. Okay? Relax. But the point of the matter is, what I'm trying to tell you is, in the Bible, it's supposed to teach you how people are. Jesus Christ was backstabbed by some of his closest people. The Bible's meant to show you, and I'm not trying to get you into reading the Bible. Please, I'm not trying to get you into a religious mood. Some of you are into a different religion, and that's okay. If you're into the frog religion, I don't know how many of you in the frog. Is there a frog religion? You can make it around here in the chat room. I'll support you. You do your thing. You worship frogs, do your thing. Don't care what you do. This is America. It's a free country. You could worship a llama if you want. You can worship a flamingo, right? But what I'm trying to say is, in the stream, I kind of showed you what it is to see on my point end of what it is to be a YouTuber, what it is, the messages and the hate that I get, and just everything. I like to be transparent, and this has been a fantastic stream. Edwin says, which religion is the correct one? The correct one is the best religion for you. You don't have to have a religion, or you can have a religion. Each one of you is different. Each one of you doesn't like the color of my bracelet. Here we go. Each one of you doesn't like the color of my bracelet. Each one of you doesn't like my bonsai. Maybe there's somebody out here that loves his bonsai. Some of you don't like it. They want a yellow. Each one of you is different. You pick whatever you want. If you don't want to be, you don't even have, I don't even know why I brought it up. I think I know why I brought it up. I brought it up because if there's ever anything, that is a Bible that you should read. If you think I'm going to read the Bible, I'm not going to read the Bible. Dude, I read it enough in my lifetime, dude. I've had a teacher tell me one time, if you don't read that Bible, you're going to get out of the class. I go, can I walk out now? She goes, no, you can't. I go, can you pick the next person to read that part? She goes, why can't you read it? I can't read it because there's soy un demonio. What? Oh, some of the girls, no. I'm just joking. I just don't want to read it. Why should I read it? I don't feel like it. I'm having a bad day. This was when I was a little kid. A little kid, man. Little kid. Little munchkin. How old was I? I don't even fucking know. But you shouldn't hate people that are religious. Bobby just says, religious people, you shouldn't hate people who are religious. Treat everybody equal. But once they disrespect you, that's when you know. Do it like Tony Montana did. I should play that song. Tony Montana. What you about to hear? Tony Montana. It's time for me to end the stream. We had a good stream. Jason King, thank you so much. He says, facts. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. And is this vodka good? This vodka is decent for any of you that are looking into a vodka that's nice. Am I going to show this vodka again? Maybe. But I don't know if I'm going to show this again. Maybe I will, because we need to go back to this. I gave away the last one. You guys saw the Penelope Barrel Strength. Everything on the stream was very nice. Very nice. What period are we in the hockey game? I'm going to see you soon. For all of you watching, huge shout-outs to the USA. Huge shout-outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force, battling the aliens over there on the moon. Shout-outs to all the aliens over there on the moon that officially, they're holding it down over there. Holding it down. I don't even want to talk about aliens on stream. You guys know that America is working with you, right? You guys know, right? Maybe we'll talk about it in the next stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Edgar, I see you, Edgar. Farm Kitty, Edwin, I see you. April O'Neil, Jason Kane, I see you. Who that? He's appreciation. Who that? George Horoff, I see you, George Horoff. I like cars, member. I like car, I see you. All of you watching, thank you so much for being here. It's been a good stream, fun stream. Sometimes you need to lay down a little bit of cup checks. Don't play baseball without a cup. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially sign out. What a stream. Good stream. Saturday. One of the best Saturday streams we've done in a long time. You guys awesome. Reaper officially signing out. Comment after the stream. Let me know how you like the stream. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And for all of you watching, I'm going to cook something insane tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, the next day. I can't wait. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially sign out. By the way, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? On the move on. I'll see you all soon. Reaper sign out.